Greetings, everybody. And just so you know, as always, this show is brought to you by none other than Nickel Wise. Nickel Wise. Families, hide your kids. Like, seriously, hide your kids because Nickel Wise is taking 0 prisoners and he is just coming for everything. Also sponsored by the Space Pimp himself. Space Pimp all day, brother, cousins in the building. Hide your droids, hide your women, because he is in for keeps and he ain't playing with nobody. He's like, look, I'm taking everything.
Plus your Colt 45.
Exactly, plus your Colt 45. So without further ado, let's just dive straight on in. What's up, people? I wasn't soloing shit tonight. I was just bringing everybody in because, man, what a day. Like, literally, what a day we got. Like, literally, we got an amazing day with some great content. I mean, stuff that I didn't even really expect. I'm like, oh, God, really? Did we get that? Like, did this really happen? Did we get this episode? I mean, the thing is, it's like I want to save some of it for tomorrow. I don't really want to jump into it too much, but I'll just say it was a great episode. It was a bittersweet episode. I put it to you that way, bittersweet. I'll dive into it a little bit more, tomorrow, but it was bittersweet. We got.
I thought you were talking about the Aries stream you were just on. You're not talking about that?
No, I'm not talking about that.
No,
I'm not talking about that. That was a great show. Me and brother cousins, the Aries on there, we had a great time. So I'm not talking about that per se. I'm talking about everything else. As far as what we got today with the book of Boba Fett / Mando /
Book of
/
Mandalorian
whatever else. So anyway,
the book of Star Wars.
It was the book of Star Wars. Basically, that's what it was called, the book of Star Wars. So I was just pretty much happy about that. But anyway, we good. How's everybody doing tonight? Plain and simple, man. How y'all doing?
Good, man. Happy to be here.
Good.
Chilling. Beautiful day, man.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
let me just introduce. I am going to do this though because I have fun doing this. Will, you ready?
Oh, you want the music, bro?
Yeah, you ready? You ready
Yeah,
for this?
I got
Will?
you. I got you.
Oh,
We about to go down. We about to go down.
Oh, man.
Tonight we have a special guest in the building from Boston Collectors with the voice, man. This man, he puts Tone Loc to shame, bro. I'm telling you. He got that bottom jaw. It's just like rumbles in your computer, in your ears. We got you, the man, the fabulous photographer himself with the great collections. We got my man, Boston Collectors in the building. What's going on with you, brother?
What up, though, man? Thank you for inviting me, dude. It's a beautiful day for Star Wars.
Exactly, man. So, and I'm so glad to have you here. Next up, we got none other than all day, every day, and she is celebrating right now in her celebratory attire, as you can see. Yes, is that Ahsoka or is that? I think it's. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in the building. Next up, we got.
Put my toys away.
We got 6-Scale Mafia, aka Did It All for the Nookie in the building. Man, he does it for the Nookie. Somewhere in that building, we got Cameron Diaz floating around in the background, taking care of the brother. But yes, we got him in the building. So when he's out, he's not outside or out at night getting people made or whacking people. We have him on tonight's show. 6-Scale Mafia in the building. Say what's up,
my friend?
Anthony. How you
Yeah.
doing, brother? You good?
Doing
You good?
Man. Long day, man. Good day.
Good day. I'm so glad you had a good. Next up, we got none other than El Profesoro with the amazing beard. Come on, man. It's not detachable. It's his. It's real. Yes. All day, every day. It's rooted hair, rooted beard. Yes, if you want that 1/6 scale figure, you got to wait a couple of years until they perfect it. We got El Profesoro in the building all day, every day.
I ran out of music.
Put it on one more
dare
time.
you, sir.
I
Put
can
it
run
on.
it back, though. I can run it
Run
back.
it back, run it back, run it back.
Bring the beat back. Bring the beat back.
Yeah.
Next up, we got KG Chalamet in the building. This is KG Chalamet. KG, brother, are you on set?
What?
Yeah, I figured you'd say that. We got KG 10% Chalamet in the building. How you doing, brother? You good? I hope you're making my money because I got the contracts and I signed them. So yes, I want my 10%. I ain't gonna let you talk because yes, I know Zendaya's in there somewhere. Next up, we got my man.
Okay. Oh, man.
Next up, we got my man, Brother Cousins, aka Space Pimp, in the building. I mean, come on, man. Hide your droids, hide your ladies. This man spares no expense. He'll take it all. But we got him on this show tonight, Space Pimp. And last but not least, we got the one and only Will Foxification, aka Nickel Wise. Nickel Wise on the instrumental, man. Come on, man. He's bringing the funk. He's bringing everything. And he just don't care. He got that Sauron statue today. So we got to cut today's show short and make sure that he gets enough sleep to get that Sauron
There's the
taken
head,
care
bro.
of.
There's the
Will
head.
Foxification in the building.
It's
Man.
massive, bro. Just the head alone.
Let me see the head. Let me see the head.
Gigantic.
Jeez.
Wow.
Man, look at that head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will,
That's
Will
impressive,
got
Will.
Great head right there.
Hell yeah.
Thanks, Mario. Appreciate it.
Yes.
Hey, man. You know,
Look at
I gotta
that,
give
bro.
credit where credit is due, bro.
Look at that, man.
That is decent, bro.
Yeah,
I can't
I'm
I
excited.
can't wait till you put the piece together, man.
It's
I
gonna
can't
take me
wait
about
to see
3
that.
hours, but it'll be there.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna take you some time to get that together.
Yep.
But man, yes, we have an amazing panel. I'm pretty sure we got an amazing chat out there, man. I know we got some people in there waiting, so I'm so glad to see everybody here. We got the one and only Big Dog Pound in the building. How you doing, Pablo Meza, the Toya T baby? I'm so glad you're here. Philip the Fool. We got Andreas in the building. Renz Talentino. Philip, let me see who else we got. 68 Rowdy is in the building. Let's see here. 16 Fix. Boston Collectors floating around there as well. Big Dog Pound. We got Uncommon Flex in the building. Renz Talentino. OG fan with Star Wars was just Star Wars. DK, the collector #1. Toe Bar. We have Malachi Mabane in the building. Simon is actually there as well. Max Geekdom all day, keeping your boy fresh. Ben Thomas. We got Mark Stewart in the building. Who else we got floating around here, man? We got pretty much everybody. I see it's going to be a Thursday night or it's a Wednesday night flex too, because people just putting figures up everywhere. Can't wait
don't
Friday.
make me go get some.
We got Van City Collectible Games in the building, man. Yes, so glad to have you here. Yo, it's going to be a great night. It is going to be a great night because you know what? We're here for you guys. Paul Crawford in the building. Thank you for coming through. We are here for you guys. We are here to make sure you are informed and prepared for what's to come. But first, before we do, and we're not going to spend too much time on it, we're going to have a quick round table and just get our quick thoughts on whether or not they liked or disliked today's episodes of Book of Boba Fett. Boston Collector, what did you think?
Loved it, man.
Loved it?
I'm in the middle of watching it again. But
Yeah?
yeah. It was a
Loved
beautiful episode, man. Loved
Good,
it.
good. How did you like today's episode?
Oh, you're muted.
You're
Oh,
muted.
you mean it. You mean it.
Yep.
Well, Leo, I have to say that I was just flabbergasted by how intense it was and how
Mhm.
much emotion was in it.
Yeah.
And this decision that I'm torn about. And I am more excited to see next week's episode than I've ever been to see another, week's episode. And that
Yeah.
hasn't happened before yet in the series.
Mhm.
I am at a heightened level of excitedness. I don't know how to say it right, but I'm still up there. It was incredible.
A lot of reveals, a lot of some fantastic things that we got a chance to see today. So I was definitely excited. KG, Yeah, me and Will got to talk to you after the show because I did get I got some notice from Dave Filoni, something that you didn't tell me about, but we'll talk about that after the show. KG, what did you think about today's episodes besides the fact that you keep it secrets? What you think about today's episodes, brother?
First off, I don't know what you're talking about. It was okay. It was okay. It was not that great. No, I'm just kidding. It was amazing, man. That episode was it was Star Wars, man. It just reminded me how much I love Star Wars.
Yeah.
And I mean, just to go briefly, I mean, this episode really truly showed me how much I love Star Wars, and the reason why I love Star Wars is because of the storytelling.
Yeah.
Each movie, everything was just everything's storytelling, man. I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, I honestly don't give this a lot. Maybe this is praising it too high, but I give it 11 out of 10. It's that good, man. It's
that
really,
good.
really good. So
Deserves it.
yeah.
Yeah, it basically did deserve all the accolades today. Even like I said, I mean, I know what the next gentleman next to you, El Profesoro, I know that he had some interesting thoughts about it, but we're going to get into those deep dive discussions tomorrow night. But overall, what did you basically think of this episode, brother?
It was all right. I mean, no, it was fun. No, it was fun.
You know what? No, he's full of shit. Because you know what happened when I woke up? You want to tell him?
Huh.
How many
Do I wanna tell-
voicemails you left me on my phone?
Oh, bro, come on,
Bro,
man.
this is
Open
y'all-
my-
it's
It's
fine.
Play,
It's okay.
please.
No, I was excited for you to see
Y'all
this
are a
thing.
couple. It's fine.
Yeah,
So
you know.
yeah, you know you love that shit. Don't lie.
No,
Yeah.
it was cool. It was cool, man. I really did enjoy it. A lot of fan service, man.
Yeah.
We'll get into it tomorrow.
Yeah, they gave a lot of fan service, but you know, at the end of the day, it was I welcomed it.
cool.
I was okay with it.
Yeah,
6L Mafia, brother. What did you think about it, man? What did you think about today's episode?
I can't lie. I was about to just be like, but nah, dude. Hell yeah, man. Amazing. I cannot wait to see what
Yeah.
happens. I'm a little, whatever. Like we said, we won't talk about it. But it feel like the first 4 episodes are so disconnected with these recent 2. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm
Sure.
feeling, but I'm loving this. Give me more of this.
Yeah, definitely. Brother Cousins, I know we just now talked about it on Aries show, but you know, you can just give everybody a playback of what you thought about this episode, man.
A great piece of Star Wars history. I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like today was a holiday, and that's all I'm going to say. It was a holiday. This was, I didn't expect this, and that's all I got to say. I was bored for years again.
Yeah. Yeah, they definitely outdid themselves with this episode, man. I think they put it together nicely, and I loved it. I was so excited about it. Will Fox, I know like earlier you were like, no spoilers, and then you actually, and then you messaged me and was like, yo, this episode was fire.
I'm gonna have to bring the panel down. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 6. It's 10 out of 10, baby. I just had to give the people get their blood pressure to rise just a little bit.
Yeah.
But no, it was great, man. It was great. It was really good. It does, like Anthony said, it does feel like a different show, but at the same time, it was really good Star Wars content. Like that's one of the best episodes for sure. I don't think you're gonna get any dissension in the ranks from anyone on this panel and anyone else really. Like that was really, really good. And there's one figure I know that everyone wants now. So I won't spoil anything. Damn sure I watched that scene about 50 times today. So
Same.
That was so good. That was amazing. That was amazing.
This episode proved one thing: is that if you are good at what you do, and you exist on YouTube or any other social media, and a studio sees you, best believe if you're good at what you do, you can get plucked and you can start making some money. Just be good at what you do and have faith.
Let's just say there was an improvement.
It was a definite improvement. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah, definitely. If you are good at what you do, you can get a really decent job from it. And I'm telling you, he is eating right now. So, definitely excited about it, man. But now, one thing I wanted to bring up, because I saw this, I don't know if y'all got the notification, but from Sideshow, there was an email that was actually sent out. And if you look at the email, that email said, Ahsoka is shipping soon.
I didn't get that.
You didn't
I
get
got
that?
my monthly statement showing me 19
I got the
figures on
Pennywise.
Same dear.
Did you get it, KG?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. There's an email that said Ahsoka is shipping soon.
Nice.
That's the
Pennywise is
email.
coming in Friday. I know that. So
Yeah, same here.
he's
Same
shipping
with,
Friday.
you know,
Shipping Friday. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is the email, and I can't, because I know it's there. This one, it says Ahsoka is shipping soon.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So maybe the rumors were true.
So there might be a possibility.
I'll be on your doorstep any minute, Lael.
So Renz Talentino
Right.
said, is shipping soon. Yes. Yes. So this is what it's saying. So which means like for everybody who actually, no matter what market you got it from, if you got it first batch or whatever. Now that's going to be interesting though, because if they're saying shipping soon, weren't we talking about, I think the discussion was, there's a possibility that, we got this thing or they were waiting for Sideshow to get it. You know what I mean? And that's why there was no release, because it might have actually been on the docks waiting for them to receive. And now they probably have it and they're trying to ship everything all at once so they could be ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
Do you think
I've been saying that for months.
Yeah.
I was like, look, they're going to do a joint. Because she's been done from what I've been told. She's been done for a while. So I was like, they're just going to simultaneous release this one.
Yeah.
And
It's a global
unfortunately,
release.
they're waiting on Chinese New Year. That's going to put a kink in the whole situation. But now, next week, I expect I expect her to be out, man.
So you expect us to get that infamous, if you need to change whatever, as far as making the adjustments to your account, it'll be shipping on this particular date. You think we're gonna get that soon?
This month. I wouldn't be surprised if she's shipping from Sideshow this month.
If they got this out in Lael, confirmed. I got the email too.
Got it?
I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, if they're saying that, I mean, we could probably be getting those emails probably the end of the week. Yeah, end of the week.
Pretty soon, because that's interesting. It's interesting that that came out. It came out, as a matter of fact, because like I said, it was an email that I got while we were on the Aries show. And I was like, like, are you for real? Like, okay, this is what we're doing.
How weird is
right
that,
now?
though? Because when she was announced last year, and I don't pre-order often, but, I kind of did then. But when she was announced last year, I put the deposit down that day, and she's paid off. I've, other than like the last shipping, you know what I'm saying, that I have to do for her.
Yeah.
And I didn't get an email. So it makes me wonder. I'm like, damn, I was like a day one, like a literal day one. And then I was like, I didn't have to pay anything for
supposedly
6
that
months.
doesn't matter,
Well,
which is dumb.
The email it says he's a Jedi like his father before him. So check that email from Sideshow.
Yeah. Check and see if you actually got that from Sideshow.
I think I did get that.
Isn't it weird though?
Yeah.
That's always been a thing. Supposedly, like you could pre-order day one, be the first order in, and you're not guaranteed to get the first batch from Sideshow.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's
right.
what's
It's a weird
right?
thing. It's a weird business strategy.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any rhyme or reason to it, but
I don't know.
People-
It's just it was really weird that that email came out. So I guess this is what we've been talking about. And I think did we talk about that? Did we talk about the simple fact that that's what they could be waiting on? It's for Sideshow to get this first.
We did speak about that. Yes.
I mean that's if that's the case, then that makes me wonder how many other figures they're doing this to. You know what I mean? Like how many other figures? Because if that's the case, then I think they're going to probably do that with the End of the Spider-Verse Miles. They're going to probably do it the same way. Like, it goes without saying, okay, Sideshow, that's fine. But you could have did this a long time ago and saved yourself just the grief of arguments and attacking. I mean, not attacking, but, just, well, we can say attacking in a sense, the drama of what actually went down. Like, I mean, it just makes so much more sense, that they would have did it and we all want it. You know what I mean? They didn't do it. They didn't do it with Pennywise. Sorry, Will, but they did it with Ahsoka. You know what I mean?
but
Like
he's shipping soon. So
yeah. So I don't know. That's really interesting, man. It's Boston Collective. Now I know I'm asking you a question that I probably already know the answer to, but are you getting this figure, man? Are you anticipating this figure, bro?
Man, listen, I'm anticipating this figure big time. So I just got into Clone Wars last year. I'm not somebody who pick up and watch animation. And honestly, the first three seasons of the Clone Wars was a little for me. And my wife, she's give it a chance. It picks up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But once it started picking up, and then, you know, obviously I finished it. Now, when I go back and watch those first 3 seasons, I have a deeper appreciation for what went into it. It's just a very slow incline. But am I anticipating this, man? After what, season 6? It was even before 7. I pre-ordered this.
Yeah.
So yeah,
definitely.
and she's paid off, ready to go. So.
Hell yeah, she's paid off for a
Nice.
lot of us, ready to go, man. So I know we're definitely anticipated. I gotta say it 3 times. It just sounds better. Are you getting this? I know you're getting it. I know you're already getting it.
Yes, I am getting this figure. I was confused, and I don't know if everybody on the panel was confused, because when this figure came out, there was still the other figure, I guess, that we were waiting on. And, you know, like, it was so confusing. And then suddenly they came out with the, I guess it's the premium format one.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, I kind of want the premium format too, but I couldn't afford to get it. So.
Yeah.
So I'm like waiting for this one and very eager to get it. And it's really maybe the most beautiful figure I've ever seen of Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I'm wondering, because, I mean, I had heard some rumblings that they were, I guess, perfecting the head sculpt, but trying to do something different to it or something like that. Did anybody else hear that?
Yeah,
I've heard rumors about
It was
that.
a rumor.
But I mean, why would they do it? Because this sculpt was perfection, even with the prototype. Nobody had any issues with it, right? So why would they need to perfect it? I mean, if they hear no issues with it, then there's no need to change the sculpt. So I just didn't really follow those rumors.
Yeah, with that, if I can just add super quick, I've had this conversation with my wife. I feel like if they were to add Rosario Dawson, I could see why, but I also feel like it's discrediting the voice actress as well.
Yeah.
If they were to change it, so I'm hoping they stuck with this.
They stick with this one. I mean, because I guess they're trying to, I don't know if they're trying to refine it to get it closely resembling like the younger version of Rosario Dawson's version, but I think you can leave it this way and still do it that way. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to. I don't think you have to do too much with that. 6 Scale Mafia, man, besides the simple fact that you got a couple heads to whack tonight after you get off the show. This piece, are you getting this, man?
Well, yeah. I mean, absolutely. I mean, like I said, I had pre-ordered it last year. I'm not excited for it just because I'm not a Clone Wars. I'm not a Clone Wars. I haven't finished the show, man.
Oh, you haven't seen season 7?
I'm not even letting you talk.
You just have.
We
And
can
me
move
too.
on.
No, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
No,
He hasn't seen it yet, though. When he sees that,
no,
he's
but,
gonna be like,
but people ruin shit anyway. Like, I already know mostly everything. You know what I'm saying? But I have watched 4 seasons. So I gotta watch 5, 6, and 7. It's a slow burn for me.
It's a slow burn in the very beginning, but once you get going, bro, like, it just takes off. I mean, it does. Like, it gets darker and it hits the right feels in the right place, bro. But I mean, again, that's how I feel. That's what we're going through even with the Bad Batch right now. Once that picks up, bro, people are going to be excited about it. I think more so than any.
Well, that's what I'm hoping. But I mean, I did pick her up because I'm familiar with her, obviously, you know, seeing like at least half of the show. I'll finish it. I'm more excited for the Mando version just because of the live action. I like that more. It's just I'm more into the live action stuff than the animated. But I think she looks great anyway. And I think it was all rumor shit, man. I mean, like I said, from what I've been told, she's been done. Like, they already, like, she's sitting there, bro. They're just waiting for a simultaneous release. So I don't think there's anything. I mean, look at the pictures. There's no reason. There's no reason to do anything to this figure.
Definitely.
So I'm stoked.
I'm definitely pumped about it. We got 138 people here watching tonight, man. Hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. DJ N, $1.99 super chat. Hey, Storm is coming. Yes, it is. Storm is coming. And brother Cousins, from what we actually talked about, brother, it's the Storm, once we get into that discussion, is going to be sooner than we thought.
Yeah, they talking like next week, people being back in the offices. So it's coming. We thought we were gonna have that little lull where we can
just relax,
pick up some stuff we may have missed along the way, pick up some grills. But son, hold off, because these things are coming. El Profesor, man. Bro, tell me, come on, man. I know you getting this piece, right?
Come on, man. Do you really have to ask? Yeah. No, I definitely have Ahsoka coming. I for one am open to the idea of them retooling the head sculpt a little bit. I felt like it could use a little bit more work personally.
Okay.
I'm more of a fan of the actual animated version. I wish they would have gone that route, but I understand for the sake of consistency, they didn't do it. They wanted to try to keep the realism for the Clone Wars, which is fine. I mean, I totally accept it. Yeah. But to be honest, man, I mean, just the seamless arms on all these figures just absolutely terrify me. Like later down the line, I've seen so many.
Yeah. What you mean, like
stories. As far as the arms, like actually seamless ripping, the material ripping. Yeah. That's the only thing, and there doesn't really seem to be any movement in the torso area. I mean, if you look at this photo here, it looks like she's just standing straight up, from her waist up. Like there's really no. It doesn't look like there's any bend in the waist, any turn in the diaphragm. I mean, I hope it's more articulated than what they're actually showing in this picture here. Yeah. But no, I'm definitely excited about it, but I don't think I'm as pumped as the rest of y'all just because I've got so much other things that are coming in right now. So like right now, I'm like, I'll get it when I get it. You know what I mean?
Got you. I'm super excited for it. I've been super excited for about a year now. I was, I was going to be cool because, I figured we're going to talk about in a few minutes, since that actually dropped. I was like, okay, I'm cool. I can hold off on that a little bit, but it's definitely, this was one of the pieces I was highly anticipated. And then also Mario, just keep in mind, like that animated version, you could damn well get through Sideshow. Consider the simple fact how well people might receive the Clone Wars version of Anakin. So hopefully Sideshow takes advantage of it because that would be a dope draw to get. You know what I mean? I'd definitely get it.
Yeah, I think that's actually going to be the test bed for them to find out to see whether or not if it's worth it for them to continue that animated line. But we'll see, man. We'll see. I'm hoping for the best for those two figures actually. So
yeah, definitely. I think it happened. I think it definitely will happen. KG Chalamet. So my question is, number one, are you getting this figure? Two, are you getting it for both me and Will, considering the simple fact I am your agent, he's your accountant?
That's true.
So
I'll do your taxes.
He does your taxes and everything. So are you going to hook us up, brother? KG? Hey, KG, you're not talking quick enough. Are you going to hook us up? What's up? KG?
10%, bro.
10%, brother.
20%
You going to talk? Come on, man. What's
20%.
up? KG? Hey, KG. Come on, man.
We found new representation.
KG, come on, man. What's up, bro?
Maybe I don't know. Maybe, but honestly, dude, look, I got Rex here, and he's waiting for a companion. I love season 7. I think season 7 is the best Clone Wars season ever. I mean, there was a lot of, from the emotions from each character, and with Ahsoka, man, she has evolved so much. Through the first season and going on 7th, and now with the new TV shows that are coming out, it's going to be an amazing road once we keep seeing Ahsoka with their show. And come on, this is the animated version. This is the only animated version we're going to get. I think that's our best bet if they were going to do one, which highly doubt they're going to do it. But if they do a Snips version, they could do that. But I just don't see them doing it.
No, we don't want a Snips version, bro. No.
But no, she's a must-have. I have to have her in the collection. She's the only. she looks amazing. The only problem I have, and I think I'm with Mario here, is it's the seamless body and the seamless arms. Yeah. I don't like that. I know it's the realistic side of it. That's what Whaaat is known for. They're known for making realistic figures, but at the same time, it's like it's worrying because this character is in an action pose majority of the time in the series, right? So it's like, I want to bend her arm, but at the same time, I don't want to damage it, right? So with certain figures, I'm okay with posing, but figures with that type of rubber suit, I don't trust it, and but regardless, with those seamless arms, she is a beautiful figure, and if she turns out the way she is here in this prototype, honestly, once I get her in hand, she might be my favorite figure of this year. She's great, man. Bro. And then I might even tempt me to get the Darth Maul, and we see in this picture right here this Darth Maul figure. So
yeah,
I see so many people. There was a person a couple months back creating a module case of that scene. They're just waiting for the figures to arrive, and I can't wait, man. I mean, I just hope that the figure turns out well. I hope the figure turns out the way it is from the prototype. And I'm sure a lot of us love the prototype. No need to change it. So
yeah,
let's just hope for you, Leia, for the sake of you, Leia, because I know you want it really, really bad.
Yeah.
I just hope we get it pretty soon. So.
Yeah, I think we will. I mean, but I'm just in that relaxed phase right now because I just can't get myself too hype about it, brother. Cousins.
Yeah.
I know you waiting for this piece, brother, but here's the thing. We know now. My biggest question to you, bro. So we know now that this is going to be shipping soon.
Yeah.
But I have another question, a companion question to this.
Okay.
Considering the simple fact that we saw what we saw today. How long do you think those 501st figures will stick around?
Dude, them things gonna be flying. They're going to be gone because I mean, you already got people that bought like 10, 12, 20, all kinds of big numbers of these figures. I don't know how many they're producing, but they've been selling well and they've been holding tight too. So after today's episode, when I was watching that scene, all I was thinking was, yeah, these things about to sell out. Maybe I
need to get me 2 more.
Yeah,
I need to get 2 more. I'm gonna get KD to get me like 6.
Yeah.
Because
they're gonna be gone. They're gonna be flying off the shelf.
What?
Well,
listen, man, you already getting 10%. All right, that's enough. Okay,
nah, 10%. Bro, we want more.
No, but before I go to Will, brother Cousins, I love KG, man. Hey, brother Cousins, are you getting this figure, bro?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, good, man. Good, bro. I mean, yeah. Will.
Yeah, man.
Wild card. Is that still up? Do I still got wild card Will?
No, I can change it though.
Yeah, change it. I need you to put up wild card Will,
I'll change
bro.
It, yeah.
Yeah, if you could, just put wild card Will.
Okay, I got you,
real
bro.
Quick.
I got you.
Because people need to know that you are called. Your name is Wild Card Will. Wild Card Willie. I like that, bro.
Wild Card Willie, baby.
I like that, bro. Wild Card Willie.
Yeah, man.
Yo, do you?
Sounds like a carnival ride. Like
the Wild Card Willie,
baby.
That's a porn name.
Yeah, it is.
Yo,
baby.
so listen.
That is my porn name. Look it up.
It's a porn name. That's
Mario. Don't act like you haven't seen it. You've
is that your fans? That's your fans only page,
that's my
bro.
only fans, bro.
Only fans.
Yeah, $9.99 per month. You can subscribe, okay?
Yo,
Anthony's on there. He knows.
Wow, hey, look,
I am a fan.
Nicky Man, that's his name, Nicky Man.
Right,
So,
wild card Willie goes anywhere, right?
Yeah, wild card Willie goes anywhere.
Wild card. Everybody in the chat, hashtag Wild Card Willie. Bro, I know you
man.
now because we've talked about it before, and I know this isn't high up on your list.
Yeah, man.
But has it changed a bit? Has it slightly changed a bit? Or where are you sitting now that you know it's coming? Or are you still sitting in the same space?
Yeah, I think I'm pretty much the same. I mean, I do think it looks really cool, and I do understand the dilemma too about seamless versus not seamless. I just think if you do this one in a jointed way, it's going to look awkward. It's not going to look like a hot toy anymore. It's going to look more so like a kind of a higher end, like, bigger Marvel, like a Black Series, right? Like the head sculpt's really good, but those joints, they've ruined the immersion of it, right? So, but that's the dilemma because this is, I don't even know if anyone mentioned this is an orange colored character. Yeah. So this is not like a body you can just go out and replace if you rip it, like, right? So that's going to be, I saw someone dropped a comment. They said, hopefully a third party makes some bodies for this. Hopefully, yeah, because if this body rips on you, you're pretty much screwed unless you buy another one. So that's what I'm worried about with the Rosario one even more because that one has a seamless shoulder.
That one's worse.
Yeah, so I mean that one I'm just gonna put her arms by her side and hope for the best. I mean that's but no doubt this figure looks amazing, man, and I'm really hoping you guys get it soon. That would be interesting because maybe when they do get back, like Ahsoka's one of the first ones, that in classic suit Spidey are the first ones to come out. If Sideshow's already sending out an email saying, hey, it's coming soon, then I would take their word for it. But yeah, but I mean, it looks great, man. But for me, it's going to be a pass, man. I'm sticking with Rosario because I've really seen enough Clone Wars. Maybe I'll watch Clone Wars, end up liking it later, but I couldn't get past the first season. And if I do end up liking it, maybe I'll regret passing on this. But I'm going to stick with Rosario.
Nah, you're overthinking it. You're overthinking it. Just get your Rosario.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Rosario. Yeah, I'm not gonna get this one. But
have you guys ever thought of the idea that if Hot Toys were to do a way to you could take out the arms where you have an option where you can have a seamless body and also an arm that you can articulate and not have any issues with?
Yeah, they did it with Thor.
They could have done that.
Yeah.
So,
Infinity War Thor had that.
Yeah.
You know, so.
But he
What
had
about-
sleeves. But yeah,
But what about pre-posed arms instead? I mean, would you guys?
Thanos? They did it. Yeah.
Pre-posed arms are pretty nice too.
Pre-posed
Yeah,
arms would be great. I think
Well,
that they did it with Thanos, so they showed they can
Did
do
it-
it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, here's my thing, because I compare this to Shuri, and because Shuri has the seamless arms, and I posed her in certain positions that I've never had a problem with the arms at all. I don't know if it has to do with the atmosphere down here, or I don't know, but yeah, I haven't had a problem with it at all. So I guess it just depends on, it. I don't know. It depends on the material. If they basically make it better, I'm not really sure. But
I haven't had problems with Shuri. I never, like you, I haven't had problems with Shuri, and I've posed her like with her guards up like that in a fight.
Yeah.
And yeah, I haven't had any problems with her. Now Ray, on the other end, yeah, I had some serious creasing.
Oh, did you?
Her just holding the lightsaber up like that, and to the point now her arms are just down because I'm scared.
Well, see, I never bent her arms. Period. I never bent her. I just have her in a decent pose, and I haven't bent that arm. So I'm just kind of letting that alone because I'm not
too risky, man. It's too risky.
Yeah, I believe it is.
I think Lael's right though that it's about temperature, because I have I've posed that Ray quite a bit, the Rise of Skywalker, and my Ragnarok Thor was also seamless, and I've never had any problems. I've never had any problems with any of my figures actually. Like come to think of it, like Spider-Man's nothing. Like I've never, but you know what I'm saying? Like I'm in a dry environment out here in the desert, right? So there's not much humidity, and I keep it pretty cold. So I think those are factors to consider.
Yeah.
But you've also had practice because you got Cameron Diaz. Yo, let me ask you a question,
true, bro.
How many? Where you sitting at right now, bro?
Right in front of my camera, bro.
No, where you sitting at as far as your subs?
900.
What's your address, Anthony?
958.
958. So we got 958 people. So right now we got 161 people basically watching tonight. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and subscribe to 6 Scale Mafia. We need to get him to 1,000 subs. Come on, man. He is almost there. 42. There. So if you haven't already subscribed to his channel, get him up, man, because we need to get him on that. And yeah,
appreciate that.
Definitely. You already know. This is what we do, brother. We got a $5 super chat from Master M Way. Hey, hello, everyone. I am a huge soundtrack fan. What are your thoughts about composer Ludwig Göransson? Where was the Forest theme today? Oh, I loved it.
Yes.
I love his work. I love his work in general. Like everything he touches, because he has his own unique style. And when you hear it, you know it's him. That's the thing. It's just like when we hear John Williams, no matter where you hear it, you know it's John Williams. I think he gives us that same feel with his work, man. So what do y'all think?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah, he does beautiful
What's
work.
funny? What's so funny?
Nothing.
Will's fucking sliding in my DMs, man.
I
Ask me for
slid
my
in his
address
DM,
for his
bro. I was like, "What's your
OnlyFans
address?
reel
I'll
he'll
send you my
me."
reel as Wild Willie."
You know what?
Anyway, sorry.
I knew he would die, man. That's why I said it to him. I was like, I knew
Oh
he would
my
laugh.
god. All right. Anyway,
You made him blush, bro.
Yeah, man.
I declined.
Well, you shouldn't. It's free, bro.
Just
pay for shipping.
Anyway,
You know what? Moving on real quick.
Moving on.
Let's move along. Move along. So
What was the question?
okay. Don't even worry about it. We good. We good. We're good. So real quick, we got the announcement the other day, and who was it that Brother Cousins actually called? He said we're going to get something. He said we're going to get something, and where we all thought, me and Anthony both, were like, yeah, nah. Will, we were like, nah, we're not getting anything. And they dropped this, which is one of my most anticipated figures of 2022, which would have been, yes. I mean, I'm a Spider-Man fan. This is all day, every day for me. Classic suit. Look at the colors. They pop. I just could not wait for this. Boston, talk to me, brother. Talk to me, brother. Talk to me, brother.
Listen, man. Like, it looked cool, all that. Trust me, but I'm waiting on a whole different Spider-Man. I'm waiting on that Miles Morales in the hoodie. I mean, it looked good. The colors are punchy.
Mm-hmm.
I can see why people are excited about this, but me personally, I'm passing on it. But it looked good though. I know, man.
That's a classic suit.
Hey, that's one more for somebody out there who want it.
One more.
I just had a heart attack.
It looked good though.
It's the classic suit. It's the classic suit, man. Come on,
KG
man.
quit.
KG hit the
on the
radio.
Miles Morales side of things.
He said, "I'm out."
So,
He said, "I'm out. I'm not even dealing." He said, "I'm gone." Popped out too. Are you there? Where'd she go? She popped out. She'll probably be back. The 6 scale mafia, man. Are you copping this piece, man?
Why on earth would I ever get a classic suit Spider-Man?
That's what I'm wondering too.
Because you love it.
I don't know.
Of course, man. I mean, I have minus like 2 figures. I have every Spider-Man. Dude, it's Spider-Man, dude. It's Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
This is comic Spider-Man. I mean, I'm selling, most of my, like, all my MCU stuff's out the door, but I keep the Spider-Man stuff, even if it's MCU, because it's Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
This is PS4 version, but it's still comic book, right? So, dude, I'm with you. This is my most anticipated figure for me right now, like this whole year so far. Like, I just need a comic book. I need comic. And this
comic
is
book
it,
accurate.
dude.
And look at that suit. Like, look
Come
at
on.
it, bro.
We're going to pose the shit out of him.
Look at that.
You know what I mean? It's just going to be so cool to, yeah. That's
Like,
all I'm going to say. Of course, this is a must-have. And I actually, little known fact, this is what happens. I forgot I've already paid for this overseas with the partially. Wow. I've already done my pay. Yeah, I know, right? I totally forgot.
Wow.
Because I did him and Rex at the same time.
Yeah.
Way back when, early last year, and I spaced it, and I was about to order it again, and I looked at it, and I was like, oh yeah. Well, I already got this, so yeah, of course. Like,
they made us wait that long. We forgot.
I know, right? So it's and again, this isn't official though, right? This is just kind of emails from like overseas, but not Hot Toys yet. So, but I suspect that that's going to be accurate, and we're gonna be seeing this announced next week.
Yeah, Toys Wonderland put it out. This happened with another figure. I can't remember what
Ahsoka.
It was
Ahsoka. Yeah,
it was
a couple months back.
But where they were right on it, it was who was it? It was was it? I can't remember. It was another
Golden Wonder Woman, I believe.
It was Golden. Yes. And I kind of figured they would do something like that they were going to drop something and then walk away. I mean, they didn't give us any blogger photo. Once you see the blogger photos, that's when you know it's real deal, Holyfield. Yeah. But they probably haven't got to them yet, or the blogger, they weren't able to get the figures in the hands of the bloggers yet. But I'm really thinking this is going to be next week. I think it's a done deal. I really think it's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, they said the 7th. They said basically the 7th was the goal date.
Yeah, they actually called the date. Like
they actually called the actual date. Now, I know you're. I know where your loyalty and your allegiance rides, but does this piece at least tickle your fancy a tad bit? You know what I mean? It's a classic suit Spider-Man.
It tickles me. Spider-Man is an incredible character, but I don't think I'm going to get that one because I just got a Spider-Man figure that I have to show you.
Oh, really?
Ooh.
Yes. Okay. I know, right?
See, you are full. You know what? You are full of surprises.
Ooh.
Oh, Spider-Punk.
Excellent choice.
Excellent choice. Bravo. Yeah. Bravo. Okay. Kudos. Excellent choice. Choice of a figure, because that thing is amazing. Like literally, it's probably one of the most slept on figures that they've ever released, man.
I think I'm going to cosplay as that whenever we can start going to cons again.
But
yeah.
That definitely, bro. It's
well, you're right, Leo. It is, because I don't have them, and it's one that I wanted to get, and I think he just waitlisted on Sideshow, and I was like, damn it.
Are you still available in Big Bad? You still available in Big Bad?
Okay, because I have everything except him and Negative Suit. So
I have the Negative Suit. The Negative Suit is on point.
That's amazing. That's a good one.
It is. It's definitely a decent. We got a $5 super chat by Articulate Photographies. Hey, what's up, 6 Scale fam? Want that classic to go with the So Goblin. You the man, Leo. Thank you so much, brother. Yep. Thank you so much for that, man. You hear that? Here, I did that. Thank you so much. But yeah, Mario. Okay, so I got to call Mario and Will like the wild card. So you wild card Willie. I got to call Mario. Mario. That's his name. Mario.
All right. I see you.
What you think about this piece, bro?
No, it's nice, man. I mean, I played the hell out of this game, man. I absolutely loved it, to death, to where I had to complete everything 100%, man. So it was that much fun. I mean, I understand, the nostalgia for this particular suit. It looks nice and all, but it's a pass for me. I'm actually with Boston Collectors. I'm waiting for Miles.
Yeah.
The from the Spider-Verse. That's the one. I love that getup.
Yeah.
So I think the only Peter Parker Spidey that I have in the collection right now is the upgraded suit from Far From Home.
Yeah.
And I think that one's gonna stick around. I mean, I had so much fun posting that figure up, and I really, really love it a lot. So, yeah, I thought about picking this up, a while ago, but I think I can't. I just can't do it. It's not the fact that it's not going to fit in the collection or anything, but it's just that space is a thing right now. So so I really gotta consider what I'm picking up as far as 6 Scale is concerned. But it's a nice figure, man. I'm excited. I'm excited for everybody who's going to pick it up, man. I'm looking forward to see how you guys are going to pose it up too. So
yeah. Definitely, I can't wait to get it, man. This is like, again, I mean, just the whole diorama set in general, reimagining that scene with the scorpion tail. I mean, that just takes me to like the classic comic pages. Oh, that's a beautiful. Both of y'all see Figure Flex. We got Figure Flex tonight. Let me actually pull this up real quick. Hold on.
Look at that.
Look at that.
The great thing is it comes with a guitar, man. That guitar is amazing too.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, I still really need to pick him up.
It definitely pops. So I mean, once you get it, it's a definitely impressive figure, man.
Anthony, you just picked up a couple more subs. 40 more until the giveaway.
Yeah, 40 more.
Hell yeah.
40 more.
Nice. All right.
Right.
Come on.
40 more, y'all. Come on, let's go.
40 more,
Let's
man. 40 more. Let's get it happening, man. Straight up. So come on, 40 more. That's all he needs is 40 more subs to his channel. Then, like I said, 1,000 to go. We going. KG, I see with the Figure Flex right there. You have the
he just had Rex on the screen, didn't he? Now he's got this.
You know how he do.
Yeah, you know what he does, bro.
He is a celebrity, so
yeah,
man.
This is how he does. This is what he does. Look at that. Look at that suit.
KG, was this the actual pose you were trying to pull up before someone told you to take your bases away?
Yeah, I was so impressed by it too, and then my face was like, "Are you? This is how it's gonna work, huh?" And the worst thing was, come on, it was the second round too, and people still gave me shit like, "Bro, come on."
See?
Man,
KG got sabotaged.
I'd love to see it.
You did get sabotaged, but are you picking up that classic suit, KG, Mr. Shalaman?
Okay, listen. This is one of my most anticipated figures of this year.
There you go.
This Ahsoka, the 2-pack Boba Fett, that already came out, but these two are my most anticipated figures of this year alone.
Yeah.
This classic suit is a must-have for every Spider-Man fan out there. I mean, if you love Spider-Man like me and Lael, and I don't know about anybody else in the panel who loves Spider-Man as much as we do, this version of Spider-Man is a must. I mean, if you read through the comics, I've read a few comics of my own. This is my favorite rendition of the suit. They always say, who's the best Spider-Man? It's the comic book version of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
This is the best Spider-Man to date. I mean, I love this suit. And I think they're going to make a lot of this suit more than the other suits they have done in the past. This is going to be, I think this suit is going to sell well compared to the other Spider-Man suits. And I know people give a lot of hate towards Hot Toys making a lot of Spider-Mans, but I love the variety, man. I love the different versions we're getting with Spider-Mans, and I love it. Some people hate it, but look, Spider-Man's is their selling point, right? So they have Hot Toys is a business, and they see what sells, and they do it. And we can't complain, man. I mean, some of us can complain, but that won't change. That won't, stop Hot Toys from making it because it sells. That's what sells, right? So I was so hyped when this suit was announced. I was like, they had to announce this one first than the other suits before, because after that, because I mean, this is the suit that he wears in the first place, right? Once you play the game, he wears that suit. You know, he gets out of the building and he's, you know, swings. I mean, yeah. I mean, the figure is so versatile, Lael, that you can use with any, like, I know you, Lael, because I know that when you look at your collection, it's much more of like a comic book cover. And I've seen your poses, man. I cannot wait for you to pose this guy next to Venom, man. Yeah. This guy with Venom, Doc Ock, Green Goblin. Dude, I don't know if you have the Green Menace, but this Green Menace with this guy, oh, man, I got to pick up that Green Menace too, because I have this one on pre-order. Man, because I look at the Alex Ross paintings a lot, and I look at those paintings, those arts, and I'm just like, yep, I need that, because that Goblin with this classic suit is going to look amazing in the show. If you're a comic book guy, you have to have this guy, and also that third-party Green Goblin for sure. This is a must-have for any Spider-Man fan. So.
God, I'm telling you, it's definitely, brother cousins. I know. Come on, man. I know. I mean, because it's just, you know, having this figure up, you can see like the lackluster, like there's the energy is really low in the panel when I pull this up, and I was really excited about this figure. So wait till we get, you know what? Wait till we get some shit that everybody else loves. Wait, I can't wait. I'm gonna pull up some shit that everybody else loves, and I'm gonna be like, nah, I ain't getting that shit. Nope. I ain't getting it. Nah, it's cool. It's cool. It's good. Yeah, Pennywise was dope, and I don't. Nah. But what you think about this, bro?
Brother, I am getting this figure. I need this in my collection. And I mean, damn, KG, you kind of just enabled me, because now I'm looking at, damn, should I get the Green Menace? Damn, I was gonna pose this up with
do it
with Venom, and I was gonna pose it today, but now I'm like, damn, oh man.
You know, okay, here's my thing. The reason why I didn't get that Green Menace, a couple of different things, bro. Single jointed elbows.
Yeah.
I thought you got a layout. I thought that was coming up. Oh.
It was. And I pulled the plug as soon as I saw that it was. Because it was the single jointed elbows, bro. That's what took me out of it, because I know how I wanted to pose it. And it just looked it just didn't look right. You know what I mean? But you could get it and mod the body if you wanted to. Like, that is something that you could.
A lot of work.
But it's a lot of work to do so.
Layout, you have to realize is that Hot Toys, they're not going to do these comic book accurate characters.
Oh, man. Yeah, I know. I mean,
you have. This is probably your only chance into getting a because I know you're a huge comic book fan, a comic book geek. You need that Goblin, whether if it's a single joint elbow. I mean, honestly, like in the comic books, he's more so, you know, he's holding the pumpkin bomb like this, you know, so it's not a huge deal breaker. Yeah. It's not it's. You have to have it, man. It's the comic book, and the price is amazing too. $220 or something like that. That's an amazing price. If Hot were to do it, easy $350 or $375, like that new Goblin that just came out right now. So
yeah.
I'll take Green Menace before I take Green Goblin.
Yeah. DGN 199 got to support Chicago Peeps 6 Scale Mafia. You already know what time it is. But yeah, brother cousin. So we're gonna see what this piece, right?
This is definitely going in the collection. I was excited when this came out. When they alluded to it.
Yeah.
I can't wait for it. That suit is just classic. You just have to have that in your collection. I was going to pass on it, and then I kept looking at it, and I was like, you know what? No, I need that, because that's going to be one of those things. And honestly, I got to disagree with KG. I don't think they made a lot of these.
Really?
I don't think they made I mean, maybe they did, but I don't think there was. And maybe I could be wrong. I don't think there was a lot of interest. I mean, I think that there's always interest in Spider-Man. Let me trail back on that. But for this release, I don't know if it's going to be pulling the same amount as others. So, I mean, we'll see.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we'll definitely see.
Yeah, man.
I already know, but maybe
10,
you might surprise me, but I already know where you're going with it,
dude. Yeah, because it's not for me, but I do feel like I think I said a lot of people that are looking to scratch that itch from No Way Home. Then I think this is the perfect way to do it without waiting 2 years, right? So like that final suit in the film, and spoilers at this point, it's been out a while. So, you know, the final suit in the film looks a lot like this. It may not be exact, but it looks pretty similar. So for the time being, if you're maybe somewhat of an impatient person and you really want to get a Spidey on your shelf that reminds you of that scene, then you could grab this and be like, okay, I have something that's very close, right?
Yeah.
So it may not be exact, but it looks damn good. And honestly, like, I mean, the name speaks for itself. Classic. This looks classic.
He's got two finger pointing hands, bro.
Exactly. That's all you need. You create the Spider-Verse scene. When Miles comes out, you have the Spider-Verse scene. You can do it, man. So, and yeah, I do think this figure looks really good, Leo. No doubt about it. I mean, I think, yeah, it screams classic Spidey. Like when you think of Spidey, this is the look that you think of. So yeah, I mean, I do really like it. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the Homecoming suit a little bit too, even though the Homecoming suit, or the Civil War suit, sorry. I guess it's Homecoming also. But the tech suit, that one's more fabric, where this is more like a I don't know, like an elastic or whatever the material is that they use for Miles is probably the same thing. But yeah, it looks great, man. It's not one I'm going to grab, because I'm just going to wait for the No Way Home suit, because I want to get the exact one instead of getting one that's sort of like a substitute for now. I don't really like renting figures. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really like where I'm like going to have it for a while and then I'm going to sell it when the other one comes out. I don't really like doing that. So I'll probably just be patient and wait for the No Way Home version instead.
Gotcha. Yeah, the thing is, it's like this was my most anticipated over the No Way Home, even if they make it. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
Because it's the classic. I just want the classic suit.
You're a big comic guy, so it makes sense.
Yeah, so that's pretty much where I'm going with it. But
I mean, sorry, Leo. I have a comic book shop here in my local comic book shop here. I know the guy. I've been there a couple of times at the comic book shop. He doesn't collect Hot Toys, but when he saw this, he said, "This is going to be my first Hot Toys ever," just because of that classic rendition of the character. So, I mean, there's comic book people that don't collect Hot Toys, but when they see this, they're like, "Oh, I need to have this in the collection because it's the classic version that we see in the comics." So, you're not also bringing the collectors, but you're also bringing some of the comic book nerds out there that are going to get this figure. So. You have that as well.
It's kind of like the horror fans with Pennywise, like we talked about.
Exactly. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and it depends on comic people. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a huge thing. I mean, like, Lael and I definitely want it for comics, and it's, it's the same reason I picked up the Noir Spider-Man. I mean, these are the comics. Like, if it's comic book anything, I think Lael and I are just pretty much going to pick it up.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's fair.
I wanted to pull something up really quick before, because I mean, I know the thing is Will got some work to do. He got some stuff
That's
to do.
true, bro. I got to leave soon.
And his time.
I got some assembly to do.
He got some assembling to do. So, we're not going to keep Will too long. But I wanted to kind of bring up something real quick. Because look, people think that I'm just a 1/6 scale individual, but I do pay some homage to statues, because I do collect certain statues that I love.
Yep.
One being this particular piece,
quarter scale,
right here, that I just, again, it's just me. If you're an X-Men fan, if you're a comic book fan, if you're a Jean Grey Phoenix fan, this piece right here is amazing. I mean, you're getting 2 in 1. I mean, a piece like this, I mean, with the Phoenix, and behind you get, the confused, really perplexed Jean Grey in the front. This piece, man, like, and again, this is just mainly the prototype, but of course, I mean, I was floored by it, when I actually saw it.
Good.
Real quick, I'm gonna let you go first. What do you think about this piece?
I think it's stunning. It's so beautiful. The sculpt on Jean Grey on her physique is extraordinarily beautiful. I just think that the way they did her body, it looks very real. And her expression on her face, the perplexed look on her face.
Yeah.
It's just amazing what they captured. That fire that looks like wings or, some sort of symbol is outrageous. And it's just so beautiful. It's somewhat asymmetrical, but symmetrical. It's stunning. I think that having something like this in a collection, you're very lucky to get something like this. It looks like a custom piece to me. I think it's really a prize.
Yeah. I was, when I saw it, I mean, it's it was just a no-brainer for me because, like I said, I love this piece. Boston, man, what you? I mean, I don't, because you're. I think you're somewhat like me, man. You don't really do a lot of, you do statues, but you're very selective about certain ones, correct? What you think about this piece, man?
First off, man, it's beautiful. I mean, I don't think I think my Joker is holding over on this one, but this is a beautiful, beautiful piece. The fire, I would like to know if that's a bit more translucent, because if you can get some lighting through that, that would be gorgeous. But you're cycling through the pictures there, and a lot of what I see, the artistic direction for this is phenomenal. Again, like said, beautiful. In terms of the proportions, like she said as well, it's symmetrical yet asymmetrical. Beautiful piece. I don't really look at too many statues because I don't have the space, and I get a little upset, because I would like pieces like this, just no space. But beautiful, absolutely gorgeous.
And Will, I'm gonna go to you, man, because like I
man.
said, I mean, I know you are, we know, like you're definitely the resident statue guy. What you think about
Mario's
this?
right there with me?
He's not the only one. I mean,
yeah, Mario.
I know, but because the thing is, I go to Mario
more than Mario or not. I might.
You. I know. I mean, I'm not leaving you out, Mario. Don't.
I mean, that's
brother.
Beard God right there. So
Mario's chopped liver over here, man.
no.
Hey,
It's like,
man,
wait, what about me?
I mean, because I'm literally assembling one
I know.
tonight. So, and it's massive. So.
Because it,
God damn.
you know what, I can already know Mario's expression when it comes to, like, he's real critical when it comes to statues. That's why I'm like, you know what, I wait when it comes to him, because I'm telling you, man, he's gonna give you honesty, and sometimes his honesty will talk you out of shit. So I'm just like, I'm just gonna wait.
Yeah.
I just want to hear somebody else's first, just to give me some promise and some hope. But what you think about it? What you think about, Will?
I do really like this, man. I think it looks great. I don't really know much about the comics, so I have to trust your, take on this one, layout. But from what I see, just looking at it, the aesthetics of it and the visuals of it, it looks crazy. And I think if I remember correctly, this retails for like 1,000. Is that right?
Yeah, it's like it's under
like 9 something.
Just like
9 something, and it's
worth much
quarter,
more than
quarter
that.
scale.
It is.
Yeah,
it's
quarter
much
scale.
More than
For sure.
$1,000.
Yeah, because honestly, I always give
$1,600.
Sideshow credit for this, because like they do price very well when it comes to statues. So like, their Mythos Vader or their premium format Vader. I mean, that quarter scale Vader is $650. Nowadays, a quarter scale statue for $650 is pretty damn good. I mean, looking at Prime 1, you're paying double that. Looking at even Queen, you're paying pretty close to double that. So, I mean, this is a really cool piece. You're getting 2 characters. You're getting this big diorama display. Mm-hmm. I really like it, man. I think it's really cool. So, of course, it's not for me because I don't know anything about the comic book characters. But for, I can look at this piece and like said, like basically it looks like a custom piece. Absolutely. Like I've seen so many custom pieces out there. This looks like it should be in one of those groups saying, oh, there's a custom piece for 2,000 and it's an edition size of 150. It's like, it's one of those. And I love that Sideshow is kind of doing something unique and dynamic. Like this is going to pop on a shelf, no doubt about it. Whether you read comics or not, you could look at this and be like, that's pretty freaking cool. So, and Sideshow knocks comic head sculpts out of the park because you don't have to capture that lifelike realism. You can just go and they can kind of be a little bit softer on the features because it's like essentially they're going for like an animated look almost, right? It's a comic book. So, and they nail those. They're great with it. So this is right in Sideshow's wheelhouse, and I think they nailed this one.
Definitely. Brother Cousins, man, what you think about this piece, brother?
Man, it's gorgeous. It is gorgeous. And I'm an X-Men. I'm a big X-Men fan, and I'm just really waiting for some decent X-Men 1/6 scale figures. I mean, I know Sideshow did a couple, but I really don't dig them like that. But this statue right here, I mean, this is right out the damn comic. It is beautiful. This is, I mean, I'm trying to hold back from getting in the statue game because it's just too much. It's just, you can't have everything. You want everything, but you can't have every damn thing. But I mean, this is very tempting. Very, that's dope.
Well, we know you got to run out, bro. But what's going on and what's going on in Wild Card Willie's world, brother?
Dude, not much. But thanks for having me, Leo. Sorry I couldn't stay longer. Maybe we're doing an unboxing night, Leo, when you're done with the show.
Yeah,
so,
let me know. Let me know when you're doing.
I'll see how much I can get done because I might just put this thing downstairs because that's where it's going to go anyway. So I might just do that. So I'm gonna assemble it. But yeah, man, that's guys on lookout. Leo or whoever else wants to join. I might do an unboxing of Sauron tonight, but he's going to be like pre-assembled. Because I don't trust myself to assemble it live on air because I don't know if it's going to go well. I don't want to break something. So, and then Prime One has proof that I broke something. So, I don't want that. So, but yeah, and then of course, Leo live streams every Sunday, gaming streams, whatever. But thanks for having me as always, man. Always a blast seeing this great panel, and of course you. So,
let me know if you any progress, and if you do it tonight, let me know. But if you do it tomorrow early, I'm off all day tomorrow. I have nothing, no clients or nothing. So,
okay.
Yeah, let me know if you do. If you do it tonight, cool. If you do it tomorrow, cool. Doesn't matter. Let me know.
Okay, cool, man. Thanks for having me. See you guys. Wish me luck, please. Don't mistake anything.
Good luck with the statue.
All right.
Good luck with it, brother.
All right, man.
Good luck with it, man. We got a $2 super chat by Articulated Photography. Who wants to see a 1/6 scale rhino from the game, though? Yes, I've been saying that.
Which version, though? It's 2, right?
There's two. Well, okay. There's 2 versions. There's the upgraded version that we actually saw in the Miles game. And then in that version, there's a version in So it depends. I take them both.
Yeah.
I get them both because it was crazy. That it'd be big as hell. I know that much. It would be if they keep it true to scale. That thing would be huge. But I mean, I don't know. Mario, man, what's up, bro? What you feel about this piece, bro?
I like the concept of this piece, man. I mean, I think so. This is a maquette. I believe it's 5th scale. But yeah, I love the fact that they're giving you two versions. You get Jean Grey and the Phoenix, together in a single piece.
Yeah.
What's funny, this actual piece got criticism for, if you look at the flame effects, tell me it doesn't look like burnt cheese. Like it doesn't look like a tray of lasagna, right? Look at it from the back. Look at it from the back and tell me that's not like lasagna, bro. I'm sorry,
I'm trying to ruin my.
I cannot see it now, Mark.
What was there on the Express, man? I mean, look at that. I'm sorry, that's not cheese, bro. What I mean.
Nah, bro, that's the Phoenix Force. Get the fuck out of here with cheese.
Okay, if that's what you want to call it.
But it's what I'm gonna call it. Is what it is. Oh God!
Look at it from behind. Look at it from behind. Keep going. Right there, dude. That's your burnt tray lasagna right there, bro. I'm telling you.
Yo, CC3PO. Damn, now I'm hungry. Yo, wow, there goes my hype. Burnt cheese, man. Savage, yes. Mario, that's why
all right. I'm gonna bring it back after him.
That's why I always make you go last, man.
Yo, we need to let him go first so we can clean it up.
Burnt cheese, bro. Come on, man. Come through, 6L Mafia. Come through, bro.
All right.
I'm done. All right,
you done?
No, Mario, keep going. Hold up, maybe Mario come back. What's going on?
What I like about this thing, it reminds me of the XM Hulk transformation, where you got Bruce Banner in the foreground with the Hulk in the back going through the transformation.
Yeah.
So I appreciate something like that, where this is actually telling a story that the burnt cheese aside, it's actually telling a story. I like what I'm seeing, man. It's all right.
Yeah,
it's all right, man. It's cool. All right.
You know what? And I like the simple fact that they got if you look in the back, we have both of the metal platforms in the X formation in the back. I like that.
Yeah, that's nice.
I love that piece, bro. That's. I mean, this is beautiful, man. This is definitely something that's on my radar that I'm getting.
Those eyes glow?
I don't know. I don't think so.
That look like Photoshop.
No, it's probably painted.
It's painted. It's probably painted that way or Photoshop, man.
Stuff, yeah.
But that thing, and if you look at it, like the way they got, like, because I'm glad that they put that. I hate when they do that. When they put it up next to like the couch, you see how it.
Yeah, that's better. I hate when they put it against that bright orange.
Yeah.
Or illuminate it with like an orange light, and then you don't know what you're looking at.
Yeah.
Cheese.
Yeah.
Cheese.
Well, you know something, the saturation in person may not look like that. So that's
Right.
something to consider.
Yeah.
Dude,
It may
this
not look like
piece-
cheese.
I will say, Jean Grey used to get on my
I
nerves.
think someone on the panel said that maybe it might even have a more translucent element to it, or a translucent look, and maybe then that it wouldn't look like a food product.
Yeah.
Man, somebody said that we see Gentle Giant's Ray bust.
Oh no, dog.
I haven't seen that.
man.
Yeah.
You don't
That
want to
is
see
really
that.
bad. Don't see it.
You don't need
You
Don't
don't want
see
to
it.
see that, man.
Oh no, you
Turn
gotta pull
away.
it up.
Don't
Turn
see
away.
it.
Is it that bad, bro?
gotta
See,
see
now,
It's
that bad.
really
Yeah,
bad. It's
See,
super bad.
Yeah.
now I want to actually
I'll
see
find
it.
it.
Well, what
See,
is it?
find it for me. Find it for me.
Yeah,
Does
find
it look
it,
like
and
anything
then,
else in particular, or is it just? Does it
It's
even
horrible.
look like her?
No.
It looks
No.
worse than the cheese he was
It
talking
looks like a
about. It's
crackhead
so
cousin
bad.
is what it looks like.
Oh,
Really?
That's the darkest
So,
side of
yeah.
Ray.
See, why do they keep
Yeah.
doing that, man? Like, why did Gentle Giant do that? Like, did you put it? Did you find it, Mario?
Yeah, I found it.
Oh, let me see.
Oh
Okay,
hell!
hold up. Let me share the screen. All right.
All right.
Let me give you my thoughts on the statue real quick.
Hold on.
because
Yeah. Go
I
ahead.
wanna
Go ahead.
get
Do
this.
get your thoughts.
Yeah, I'm just saying because Mario, I get it. You think the cheese is fine, bro. This is awesome. All right, I'm not gonna say anything more than that, but this thing is phenomenal. I'm definitely picking this thing up, man. I mean, those who know me know X-Men is more than anything to me. I mean, I
Yeah.
have 11 X-Men tattooed on me, dude. Like X-Men's better than Star Wars. X-Men's better than Marvel's. MC. Like for me, it's X-Men. Like all the way. I'm telling you, bro, I'm screwed. If they start doing like a 6-scale line of X-Men, it's over. But yeah, this is screaming 90s, bro. Absolutely amazing. Without a doubt,
I've
I'm picking
always-
this piece up.
I've always thought that Sideshow has done a really good job with these X-Men statues. I mean, going back to Rogue and this and, Wolverine. I mean, to me, I think if I were to buy a statue in the future, it would be an X-Men statue for sure. I just love them, man. I even the what was it, the Gambit? The Gambit looks really, really good, man. That Gambit. If I had the money and the space, I would definitely get it. I mean, this statue with the whole cheese and everything, it looks amazing. With the cheese, it looks great. I mean, I love the transition.
Jeez,
I think it was Mario that said that the whole, how Hulk transitions in the back, and you get to see the actual true self of the character.
Yeah.
It's
there's
a
an
great
actual
statue,
that
man.
Well, I just
There
feel
is?
like they
Oh, well,
nailed
then there
that
you go.
Phoenix.
Yeah.
I mean, Jean Grey looks great too, but that Phoenix has that serious menace look. It's really, I mean, it's really accurate to the comics, and even a little reminiscent of Goblin Queen, which isn't quite related, but like just that creepy face. Like, this thing looks dope. I don't know why the Phoenix is facing backward though. That's my only thing about it. Like the actual head of the Phoenix is backward, and if we're not going to see it unless you have it rotating or however you have it displayed, it's going to be kind of tricky. But dude, I'm picking this thing up, and I don't have a lot.
Leo,
of
are you picking
statues.
this up?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you have to. This is too good. Too good.
Yeah, definitely. It's too good not to. It's too good of a piece that I can't. Definitely something I can't pass up on. I've wanted something like this for the longest time. Mario, you have this queued up, man.
So
wow.
So here
no. This is the
no. This is the
what they showed
prototype
first.
Okay.
Right. This is expectation, but what actually dropped is her crackhead cousin, man. I mean,
There you go.
Wait a
man.
minute. So this is the same thing?
This is the same thing.
No, it's not.
Yeah, that's the same
It
thing.
is.
man.
It's the
It
same
is.
thing, bro.
It's the same thing.
Look at this. Look at this, man.
What the hell?
I mean,
what did they do?
They baked it too long.
Yes,
dude. The
yeah,
eyes.
she's definitely overbaked.
Wow.
That's bad.
she looks like a
thought
Gumby
this-
character.
They thought this was okay.
It feels like a dark force user.
This is Gentle Giant.
Yep,
Mhm.
They
and
thought
that's
this
real.
was
That's not like a
literally
bullshit
okay.
shot or a fluke. Like I've seen other shots and other people like unboxed it, and it's. I mean, shit. Denobi just did a little thing on his Instagram too. I saw it, and I was like, "Oh my god, what the hell is this?"
And they
Is this
literally thought
another
this was
version
okay.
with the teeth.
No. Wow.
I mean, look at what we're supposed to get. I mean, this looks great.
Completely different feel.
Yeah, it looks really, really good. You see all the paint amps in her face. It looks amazing. But I mean, come on, there's no excuse for this.
She looks much more mature in the original prototype too. Like she looks like it's not that the original actress didn't look mature, but this particular prototype looked very mature, like she'd been through a lot. So
that looks like it's not even finished.
Oh.
So wow.
That's highway robbery.
Probably one of the worst products ever. I mean, this is
like that's the worst.
Bad.
Wow. Yeah, let me get this off real quick. Let me get this off real quick because I'm losing viewers because of that. Like literally, I am. One piece before basically we jump into that I want to actually pull up real quick. This actually just dropped this week too. And I mean, I don't know about everybody else. I mean, again, my background is always Star Wars, but in comics. That's just basically where I'm right now. But this piece basically did surprise me. It's a third-party piece that dropped from So Toys, and this is the Red Hood, actually labeled.
Let's go! Yes,
wow.
Yes, yes.
Like, yo, look at this. Like, let me get rid of all this bull crap that's actually here, so we can actually
just keep going. Look at that.
Look at all that.
Just click the close all.
Yeah, that three. You see that 3 button?
Yeah. Close.
Oh, I didn't know that.
There you go.
Yeah, we're like boomers over here, man.
Yeah, we are late boomers, but check it out. Like, look at this piece, bro. Like,
dude,
look at this, man. Look at that right there, bro.
This So Toys.
This is So Toys, bro.
Yeah, they
kind of
so nice.
So nice.
Yeah,
I'm amazed at the three different change outs for the head.
Oh
yeah.
No, it's 4. I think it's 4.
Look at that.
Anthony.
Oh wow,
Look at
that's
that.
fantastic.
I think it's 4. I think the 4th one you get it on pre-order. I think if
There was
you
like a pre-order,
right away,
where it's like the cracked.
That sculpt is amazing.
You can get him basically without. I mean, that's the thing and it comes with all sorts of accessories, all guns. Like they don't care. Like they gave.
Am I the only one that's seen
everything.
Deadpool?
Yeah,
a little bit. A little bit.
This is Jason Todd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey Leo, didn't Justin say something with the actor's likeness had his representation contact
so basically his agent, the guy's agent contacted So Toys and was like, where's his money? Like literally, the agent contacted So Toys and was
that's
like,
not good. That's not
I
good.
mean, can you literally got every right to do so? That's his likeness.
They do.
You know?
They do.
So basically, every right to do so, and that's what happened. But like, I mean,
what is this based off of? A TV show or?
Yeah, well, it's based off of off the comics as well. This is Jason Todd, basically, Red Hood. After I mean, if you follow the story, you'll know basically.
No, I know who the character is, but I'm talking about
this version is based off of the
Titans.
The TV show, the Titans. Yeah,
all
so that's how this basically came. But bro, no brainer. Yeah. Boston, what you think about this piece, bro?
Hey, I don't think I actually own any third-party pieces, but I'm a big advocate for saying, more companies, try to stand toe-to-toe with Hot Toys for sure. And this piece looks really, really good. I love hoods. I love jackets and the accessories that come with this. That jacket, man, looks so damn good.
It looks sick, bro.
I like the chest piece.
Yeah.
It doesn't belong in my collection again because this room right here is all Star Wars. I have a small collection out there that's Marvel. It's unfortunate because this probably would have been a pickup for me.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
Yeah. This thing, I mean, again, here's my thing because we run into this a lot. And this is where the conversation always goes. People always say, there are some that marvel over these pieces. But then there's some that will say, no, I would never support third-party companies because they still, they're robbing and it's that and the third. I get that. And a lot of people who actually say that are, Hot Toys loyalists. And I get that.
Yeah.
But Hot Toys started out as a third-party company.
That's right.
True. Very true.
Hey, talk to them.
Right? They started out as a third-party company. They had to fight for licensing. So what's the difference between that and another company doing the same thing. Do you get that? Like, does that make sense? Am I
100%?
Maybe
sense.
I'm speaking foreign language right now, but when I hear those conversations, I'm like, yo, wow, like really? You forgot where Hot Toys came from. You forgot when it was some companies like even Sideshow came from. A lot of these companies were unlicensed before they actually picked up a license and were granted the license to this. And even now that they're granted the license, they don't know what the hell to do with the characters that they have. So when a third party company comes along and does it, then it's a problem.
Or
like,
they
can somebody explain it to me?
Or they just leave money on the table. I mean, this is how you have companies like Jazz Inc. And you have people that would support Jazz Inc. and buy stuff like, but they have a problem with third party. It's like it doesn't make sense.
Well, Jazz Inc. was like that. Now he's licensed for DC.
Exactly.
Right.
So I mean that I guess this doesn't really make sense to me when people pick these things apart instead of saying, you know what, giving it credit and saying, yo, this is a fabulous piece. Because I'm gonna tell you, aside from Hot Toys, there's Hot Toys, and then for me as a 6 scale collector, there's so. That's where it sits right now because they are killing it with characters that I actually want. So what? Then the name is totally different and he says Red Knight. Okay, I'm still getting it. I already know it's Red Hood. You know what I mean? So I don't really need. I mean, it's no big deal to me. I mean, they're killing it right now, and I love these pieces. What do you think about this piece?
You know, I understand what El Profesoro was saying about feeling that Deadpool vibe, but I think the mask, he's much more menacing to me. I think there's a little playfulness with Deadpool, you know, down to the tight fitting outfit. Sorry, but you know, showing off his body and you know, he's like, aren't I hot stuff? This character, on the other hand, doesn't care whether you're looking at his body. You know, it's not the same vibe for me, and it looks very badass. The head sculpt is beautiful. You know, it almost like the mask feels, you know, like he's a robotic to me. Like it has a robotic feel to me, and I love it. It feels very fresh to me. It doesn't feel like a lot of other figures I've seen. His clothing alone, if you tried to buy a 1/6 scale jacket and like a leather jacket or leatherette jacket with a vest, you might pay maybe $50 to $60 just for that. The weapons are nice. They're like a big size weapon. So he's got, you know, the pistols or the handguns. I could be messing this up. He's got the smaller handguns, but he also has like some heavy duty looking guns with sights on them. He's got a lot of stuff. The tactical gear, it almost looks like he's wearing tactical gear a little bit. You know, and it looks very real, but it doesn't look, it's not meant to look pretty. It looks good, but it's not meant to look pretty like Deadpool looks kind of pretty nice, little sexy, kind of like, you know, vibe that I get from Deadpool. But this gentleman is a lot more serious, and he's gonna kick your ass. You know, like this is you're gonna go home hurting after, you know, taking a few blows from this guy. The tactical gear looks real. It looks like you could go to the store and buy this and spend a couple, you know, $1,000 on all this stuff. I think it's a winner, and it's really so well done. The colors balance each other. Nothing's out of, you know, sync. For me, it's definitely worth it. And what is it, like 170 or something like that, Lael?
Yeah, it's like it's cheap. It's like 178 right now. They're going for. Yeah.
You could buy this, and if you didn't want to use, if you don't want to use his head sculpt or even the mask, go ahead and buy this to get the body and put on whatever head sculpt you want. This thing is worth it.
It's worth it. Is that? I mean, even like look, the head sculpt. The head sculpt is. We know it's a bit soft right now. It is. It's sort of soft, but still, I can still see the actor and his silhouette in this particular character, and I love it. I mean, I love everything about it. I wanted a Red Hood. So glad I got it. Brother Cousins, what you think about this piece, bro?
Oh, sorry. I stepped away for a minute. Now, I love it. I think it looks good. I don't have many third-party figures, and when it comes to DC characters, like I am still cherry picking. But I don't think I'm gonna add it to the collection. I don't right at this moment, but I do think it's a great piece of art. I mean, just like with the jacket, the way this is put together. I mean, if you didn't know this was a third party company, you would have thought it was Hot Toys. Yeah, I'm overall impressed with Soso is doing with these figures. They're doing excellent job with them, and it just, I mean,
they're killing it.
They're killing it. And I mean, with this, and then with the Gambit release, oh my God, come on! I mean, you got to. Oh, and I'm getting that Gambit. That's more. See, that's more in my lane right there.
Yeah, that Gambit you'll love, bro. Once you get it, just the wrist pegs. That's the only thing I have to tell you is that the wrist pegs are a bitch. Like literally, I've never seen anything like this before, but it is. But other than that, it's a decent piece. KG, what you think about this, bro?
Yeah, I just went on. I went on TNS Figures, and this figure is $220 shipped. Still a great price for it. And honestly, this rendition of the character is not my favorite. What I mean by that is the Titans version is not my favorite version. I don't like it. Don't like it one bit. But I do love the design of the character. That this design is by far, I think, one of the best Red Hood designs that we have seen, and I think it's the only adaptation of the character we have seen in live action form. So, I've always said that there's a lot of figures that tempt me as far as third parties because I don't collect third party figures, but this one I might pull the trigger because this piece. Because I got the BVS, not the BVS, the Ben Affleck Batman, and this can go so well pairing up with this guy. I mean, it's. I mean, this suit, man. I mean, it's just going back to what Boston Collector said. I love figures with coats. I love figures with hoodies, and even putting this figure in a museum pose will have so much presence. I mean, you don't even put him in action. There's a pose in someone around these pictures where he's just standing by himself, just like this. You can leave him in that pose and not even there's no need to pose it because it's just that darn amazing. Yeah. I mean, Toys, they are really pulling. I mean, they're getting up there with Hot Toys, man. I think I think Hot Toys is pretty scared of it with these announcements of these releases, man, because they're killing it so far with these. I mean, look at the Gambit. That Cajun car dealer, man. I've been hearing so many great things about it, but I know there's some issues with the wrist pegs and things like that.
It's still a beautiful figure, bro.
Aside from that, it's a beautiful piece. This is a beautiful piece, and who knows? More X-Men figures, more. Here's the thing: I love when other companies like Toys make other figures that Hot Toys would not make. Like for instance, the Green Menace. We know for sure that Hot Toys will never make a comic book version of the Green Goblin, unless if there's something that we see him like an animated version, through maybe the Spider-Verse, if we see him in that possibly, but we're not going to get that obviously. So I think this Red Hood figure is probably the best option that we have so far from just in Red Hood in general, and for $220. You just don't get a price like this from Hot Toys. I mean, if Hot Toys were to put this out, I mean, this thing includes four sculpts. Yeah. 4 sculpts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, for $220. So if Hot Toys were to put this on the market, I'm telling you, this would be an easy $320 or $350. Just because if they include everything that you see in the pictures, it's going to be a good $350 right there. That's not even including shipping and tax, mind you.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, man. Hey, look, don't be surprised if I have this figure in the collection because this could be my very first third-party figure. It's that good. It's that good, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. It is. It's definitely a good piece and a good draw. Mario, what you think about this third-party piece, bro?
Me? Nah, this is nice. I like it. I like it, bro. No, this is actually really nice. I really like the rendition of the Red Hood character. I mean, especially Jason Todd's version. Behind the Red Hood. That was that was a dope storyline.
Yeah.
I had no idea that this was from the Titans TV show.
Yeah.
So I really had any context. I was looking at the head sculpt. I was like, that hair reminded me of KG. I was like, yo, he's got another figure, right? And another thing too is that I do like the look a lot more. With the hood and with the jacket on. Considering if you take it off, to me, in my opinion, he just looks a little too skinny and the head looks a little too big. Like it looks out of proportion a little bit, but I think the extra clothing actually complements it, way much more. So we're talking third-party figures, and we're, most of the panel is pretty much, going gaga over this, right? So do you think that there's a chance that Hot Toys can actually, pull one from under the rug the same way they did Old Man Loki, the same way that they did Cable, and possibly give this some treatment, give this some love?
I think they basically have to do what they have before they do this. They have to release that Nightwing first.
Yes,
they got to do that first.
They need to show
that's still a thing.
all to DC. They need to show some love to DC.
Yeah, they need.
But
to
it'd be
give
nice
DC
if they could
some
add this
love.
to the repertoire too. I mean, it'll be nice to To
I mean,
have
and
an
I'm
actual
all
Red Hood as well.
Exactly, and I'm all for them pushing forward and releasing things that I'm all for other companies pushing Hot Toys to the limit, because the thing is we know they can do it.
Shout out to Damn Toys, man.
Yeah, Damn Toys.
Damn
Definitely
Toys.
Damn Toys. Damn Toys is all straight up.
Yes.
Here comes Brendan with the $1.99 super chat. Justice for Coolio. That's circulating.
Oh man,
Yo,
that thing is going fast, dude.
It is. It's going around, bro. He's he started it. Six Scale, did you talk about this yet, bro? Did we get your take on this, man?
my friend.
Well, what's up? What you think about it, brother?
Well, I too am in Mario's position here. I haven't watched Titans. I didn't know if is it still going? Is it?
It's still going. I liked it, bro.
Okay.
I like
it. It's good. It's good.
It's like that. I mean, don't expect award winning, but it's still decent.
Yeah.
It's gritty. It's real gritty. I love it.
Is it better than the CW shows?
Oh hell yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
All right, cool.
Hell
I've
yeah.
seen all
hell
those,
yeah.
Definitely. 100%.
When I heard that it was coming out, I just decided to wait. You know what I mean? I kind of like to binge watch shows. So
Yeah.
I let it kind of simmer for a while, and I just didn't know if it was canceled or if it's still going.
Yeah.
I'll eventually I will watch it and I'll be like, oh wow, okay, I actually like this, but that's what I mean. I'm in the same boat with that. I had no idea what the sculpt was. It's kind of funny as you mentioned. It's kind of got that curly KG hair. But I didn't know. I didn't know
I'm
the
telling you,
actor.
man, we have just started something again. This is not okay.
Look, I'm just saying, dude. It's his hair's up there, man, with you. So, but I love the Red Hood though. I've been a Batman fan my whole life. As far as the comics concerned.
Yeah.
It's Red Hood, man. It's Jason Todd. When I saw this, I was just like, oh shit, but I didn't know it was from the show.
Yeah.
So it's good enough for me, right? Like that's a comic representation for me in that respect. I love the way it looks. I don't think he's too skinny because he's Jason Todd. He's not like he's not stacked like Batman. You know what I'm saying? He was kind of the kid. So I love it. I love that storyline. I love what they did to him. I know we have, the Arkham Knight, but that's not really the same. You know what I'm saying? In the game, it's not the same story and similar, but you know what I mean? Art direction's weird. This looks great, man. And I'm with you, Lael. I don't know how many I have, but I have quite a few So-So Toys figures already. So I've never had issues with any of them. I love every figure that I've purchased from them and could give two shits, man, if they're third party or not.
Yeah, definitely, man. So I mean, this is definitely something that I'm getting because like I said, I do love third party figures. I love the simple fact that they can have a space to play in. Everybody just has to remember how other companies started, and we can all get along.
Exactly.
Plain and simple. Boston, I kind of took a page out of your book, bro. I wanted to show this since everybody was talking about like the Cajun car dealer, bro. But I took a page out of your book with this one, bro. And I had to put this photo up. I was like, yo,
nice.
That's clean.
Yeah.
That's clean.
Yeah. I bro, this is how much I love it. I love Gambit. I just wanted to add some dimension to it, just add my own effects, just to kind of, just pay homage to the figure itself. You know what I mean? So
that's clean, man.
This figure is a love letter from the 90s, straight up. It is just, I see this guy, I just think of X-Men 90s, Jim Lee, just good times, going to my comic book store. And I remember one of the first posters I seen was like a Gambit poster. And I just thought he was just cool as hell with the cards and the staff and everything and the hair. He's just a cool character, man. I really like him.
It is.
Yeah,
bro.
I mean, and he's also sold down at Comic Santorum. He's sold it everywhere. You can't find him. So I mean, this piece, man, it just shows that So-So deserves a license. I mean, we know that Hot Toys will never make these figures because they have to make figures that are either it's on a TV show or something like that. They're not going to make figures out of the blue, like, oh, here's a Cajun car dealer. There you go.
Yeah.
Nothing that relates to things that's coming out right now. But companies like So-So deserves a license because they can do, because the one thing I do like about So-So is that they do communicate with the fans, with the collectors through Facebook, and they say, okay, we'll fix the head sculpt, or they give suggestions of which figures to make. I love Soso, man. They're so far, they're building up towards where Hot Toys is peak, so they're doing really good job.
Where's Soso based? Here in the States or?
No, I think Hong Kong.
Okay.
Yeah. So what I wanted to actually get into, again, like I said, this was basically the topic of tonight's show, and it's considering the simple fact that right now we are living in that space where, it's Chinese New Year. You know what I mean? So a lot of figures are either delayed, like some of the figures that we're waiting on. A lot of people are actually still paying off their figures and, still waiting on just the releases. Some people choose to just like pay it off when it drops. They just feel more confident that way. But what happens when it all drops at once? Like, what do you do when that happens and you see these figures, every figure that you wanted and you talked about, and it drops all at once? And that's why I kind of labeled it the calm before the storm, man. Like, straight up, like, literally, I mean, we got to think about the simple fact that, we have, like, if you think about it, we have the comic concept or the comic classic version Spider-Man. We have Ahsoka. We still heard that there was news that we could be getting Anakin. We have Cable. We have Darth Maul from the Clone Wars, basically to release. We have Jango Fett. We have all these actual figures that haven't actually got Miles that hasn't dropped yet. All these particular figures. But then we also know that it's labeled what? Grail season. Whenever we run into this, then people are like, all right, there's nothing released. I'm itchy. I need to get something. So, yes, let's go get some grails. So I just want to go around here and see how people basically attack when it comes to this period, how people choose to dive in and get their figures and how they save. What do you basically do, to prepare for moments like this when there is that lull, but that right after this holiday ends, we're going to get smacked. Boston, I'm going to start with you, brother, because, again, I know you're very eclectic when it comes to like figures and stuff like that. I mean, if you look, people, if you haven't stepped over to my man Boston Collector's page,
thank you.
Your photography is fucking phenomenal, bro. Like, I look at this shit. At your shit and I'm like scrapping ideas, bro. I'm like, I'm like throwing shit aside. I'm like, man, fuck this, man. But no, how do you like when you're preparing yourself for your collection, like you're selective about what you want, so you might pre-order certain things, you might have it come in, or when the release date is, you know what I mean, around the time, unless they basically move it, we can assume that it's going to come out around a certain time, but then we run into these particular moments. How do you prepare for this? How do you prepare for like the storm? Like right now we're at that calm period, and even right now, like brother cousin, we talked about it, we're hearing those moments now where they're moving it up. Like, people are going back to work over there soon. And, we're going to start getting product a lot sooner than what we thought. How do you actually go about it, bro?
Hey, man. So before I answer that, man, I want to show love to you. I got your picture up right here. I don't know how I missed it. It was 2 days ago. That looked really good, man. You got the highlight on the side there off the back. You got the lights on the other side too, and then you threw in the flare with the effects. That looked really, really good, man.
Yeah, so I got tired of looking at both you and 6 Scale Mafia shit. So I was like, you know what? Let me just go in. Yeah, put them hands down. I don't even want to hear it. So you know what I mean? I had to get a better camera and stuff like that, and just kind of get saucy with it. I was because majority of the photos that I would actually take is basically from my phone. That's a lot of people don't understand. Like these phones, man. Like literally, you can do everything. It comes with all the applications. Everything that I needed, I would do it from the phone. But then Toy was like, okay, we gotta step your game up a little bit. So she got me the M50 for my birthday. Shout out to Latoya T, my baby.
Hey,
she's gonna actually jump on to Uncivilized tomorrow. She wants to jump on because she
nice. Really?
Okay.
Yeah, she's gonna jump in tomorrow night. So I'll put her on blast.
Awesome.
Yeah. So she's gonna jump on tomorrow. She really enjoyed today's episode. She enjoys them all, but like to hear when you hear her science behind it, it just makes so much sense, bro. Like she really does make sense. So we'll see her tomorrow. But yeah, Boston, like, what do you think, man? What do you think, brother?
Yeah, go follow my man's IG too, man.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Don't forget to do that.
Yes.
But yeah, man. So my wife, again, she got me into this, right? My first figure was the Jack Sparrow, and when she dropped that on me,
nice.
you know, it was that. It wasn't the first DX. It was the Dead Man Tells No Tale version.
Yeah, good one.
Yeah.
And when she showed me that, I'm like, oh man, this is beautiful, and the eyes moved and everything. So I'm like, okay. So, and then she told me the price. I'm like, skirt. I didn't start buying nothing for like a year or two, man. So then, she got me another figure. And I want to say that was the Phantom Menace Darth Maul. And again, the eyes moved. So I'm like, dang, yeah. And after that one, that's when I was hooked. So I started getting crazy with like ordering stuff. And I didn't have any direction. So she had to, she's like, yo, you gotta sit down and, work out a spreadsheet or something. So once I sat down and did that and, I document everything. So now my spreadsheets, whatever's coming out next month, I'm not looking at that. That's I got the PO on that. I'm not looking at it. Sorry, for next year, not next month. And, when I have extra income just sort of laying around, I put that aside to pay off like maybe next month's, so that I'm not backed up and, things are catching up on me. Or if I got a little extra kind of play money, I'll pay off a whole figure. And before I know it, like, like Anthony here from Six Scale Mafia said, I paid that off ages ago and forgot.
And you forget all about it.
I want to forget too. You know what I mean? I need that kind of income,
you can't do it for everything, but
what are you doing? I'm in the wrong job. But no, man, like, once you set up things like that, and again, if it wasn't for my wife, I'd be all over the place just buying stuff and not realizing. So yeah, you just got to set up those spreadsheets. I really feel like that's probably the biggest thing. What's due this month? How many figures? I got at least 4 figures within the time span between January and March. So I got a couple more payments, and after that, I'm good. So spreadsheets are your best friend for sure.
Yeah. That's because Will actually put me onto that about the spreadsheets, keeping a spreadsheet of everything. And once you see it, even when you put everything on the spreadsheet, you'd be like, oh my God,
I'm crazy.
Price wise, and you do it and you just tally up everything that you have. It's like, oh my God. Even if you've paid it off and you have that section, you're looking like, did I pay that much fucking money for all of this stuff? Like, that's insane. What do you like? What is your method of actually doing things? As far as like, how do you kind of like, especially during these periods now? And like, listen, for a collector, these figures are crack to us. Like this is our crack. Like this is our addiction. So how do you? What is your method of kind of keeping track of everything and just staying on top of everything that you collect and, knowing, okay, I have to put this aside for that, or I don't need this. I have to move this around. How do you do it?
Yeah, I buy almost everything on a payment plan.
Yeah.
So I never get anything, right away. And it could be up to a year till I see a figure and I'm like, oh yeah, I bought that, And I kind of like the payment plans that Toys Wonderland has because it's like 12 months.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's just over 12-month period is a lot easier for me than, let's say, 5 months. And I don't really appreciate those emails that Sideshow or some of the other places send, and they say, "This is your monthly summary." And I'm like, no, I don't want to look at that. It's people that look at that, but I do pay everything on a time period, and I don't go over a certain amount every month. And if it goes to a point where it's going to a certain amount, I will cancel an item. So But a few times I've canceled and then found it on another site and was able to order it later. So the way I figure it is that, sometimes you can get it when you think you're going to get it or not. But I've never purchased an item and gotten it when it's been available. It's always been like a payment plan that's gone on. And I always stick to the payment plan and stay on my budget that way. So yeah.
Makes a lot of sense. It definitely does. Well, here's the thing, KG, because I know, and I think me and brother cousins talked about this behind the scenes. Like, It's like, yo, I wonder how KG does it. Like, he has an accountant, you know what I mean, and you know all the money he makes, and then if he can't get it, he secretly borrows it from Zendaya without telling Tom. Yes. How do you do it though, KG? How do you get your figures in?
How do you live with yourself?
Yeah, how do you live with yourself? Knowing that how do you live with yourself knowing that you're you know messing with another man's girl? But I mean, besides that, like, you know, how do you formulate your plan on collecting and keeping track of everything, considering that you're the superstar that you are? Like, how do you do it? Answer quick, please.
What? No, honest. For me, it's I mean, there is a dark period of time where when you pre-order some stuff, right, that are coming a year or 6 months from now, right, and you're like, I'm gotta get something before that figure comes out, and then you realize, you know, you pile up on these figures you're getting, you know, in the month of like, oh shoot, I forgot that figure's coming out, right? So for instance, like there was a point in time where I had to cancel a figure. I forgot what figure it was, but I kept buying. I think it was 2 figures, and that's a lot to me. I think it was in a month, and I didn't realize I had this certain figure on order, and I had to cancel it because I couldn't do it. I couldn't afford it because I made that mistake where, you know, I bought a figure before even knowing that I had this figure on pre-order that's coming out pretty soon, so I had to cancel it. You know, that's, I think majority of us have canceled a lot of figures, right? So, I mean, I think it's tough for. I mean, you basically say it's like a drug, you know. You just want more. You want more. You want to pile up with more figures. But once you start getting into this hobby, you're going to want everything. Like Boston Collections, I was just the same thing where I have to get everything I see that's Hot Toys. Like I need to have that, have that.
Yeah.
But then once you start getting into Hot Toys, you know, you have experience for for another year or two. You kind of see like, oh, you know, I can chill, you know, I don't need all these figures. You know, I think you just need to buy figures that have an emotional attachment to you, like right away. So to me, it's like, it's easy for me because I pick figures that I feel that are, you know, have an emotional attachment to me. So there's no need for me to pick up, you know, 6 clone troopers or things like that. I'm not going to do that. But I think the only simple way to do it is just really budget. I mean, you have to, like, the greatest thing is spreadsheet. I don't have it, but I have to do that. But spreadsheet is a really good idea if you're getting into this hobby and you're buying more than, I don't know, 6 figures or 7 figures a year. And that's still a lot, you know, for an average collector. So I think a spreadsheet is definitely the most important thing to do if you're a beginner to this hobby, because it gets tough, man, because you just don't know. You really don't know how some people don't even know how to manage their money, you know. Like for me, when I first started collecting, I bought a lot of stuff, man. I think I bought all the Justice League figures like in 2 months, right? And I'm like, damn, that did not look good on my bank. I was like, that's not good. So I had to really control myself, and just because I want the armor, I was gonna buy it, but then I realized I had the Pennywise coming. I had to use that funds to buy that. So you have to sacrifice a few things, unfortunately, right? So I had to let that one go and pay for Pennywise.
Yeah.
It's just that's the game, right? And you know, you have to have self-control in some sort of capacity. You know, we love these figures, we want to enjoy these figures, but we don't want to make it as a duty. Like I have to have it. Just have fun. That's the most important thing a collector needs in this hobby, is just to have fun. Don't make it as a chore. You know, buying all these figures. It won't be fun. Trust me. I think it's best to, you know, be slow, enjoy your figures at the moment, because you know, Optical 20 is another inspiration of mine who I love the idea that I think it's been 3 months since he got his last figure, and he said, you know, I grew to appreciate more of my figures even more than before. Yeah. Because that time of not buying figures, you know, every single month, it's not feasible. It just doesn't make sense financially. So yeah, man. I mean, it all comes down to the person, how they feel, if they can control themselves into buying figures. Because you know, I've made mistakes. I'm sure a lot of us have made mistakes buying figures.
Definitely.
You know, canceling. So I'm gonna just put a pin on that. So just collect smart. That's it.
Yeah. And that's the biggest thing, is like to really collect smart and not collect things just out of
boredom.
like out of boredom, and because you basically just like, I just need something when you really don't need it. Like when you sit back, like I had to literally sit back, and that's why, like I think it was like the last 2 weeks I've paid off so many figures, because I was like, okay, the need when you have the money, it's like, okay, I have it to get this, but I have these here that need to be paid off.
Yeah.
Right.
So why not tackle these and get those out of the way?
Yeah.
And so, okay, once they're released, I know I'm ready. I can get them. And if I have the money left, or if I have money to get that, because that's going to be there.
Right.
I mean, that, you know what I mean? So that's how you got to kind of weigh it. Mario, like, how do you, I mean, aside from the constant figure flex, how do you, basically, how do you budget? Like, how do you basically deal with these particular periods right now when we're, in this, Chinese New Year? We know a lot of stuff isn't, we don't see a lot of new reveals or releases. We see new reveals, but not many releases. How do you deal with it during this time period? What do you do? Yeah,
in these slow instances, I mean, this is the time where you absolutely have to be disciplined, because like everybody mentioned earlier, it's way easy to go about and pick up grails that you actually want, without even considering all the pre-orders that you actually have. Mm-hmm. What I've done personally is that if I pre-order, I won't sit like for Sideshow in particular, I'll place a pre-order and I'll just leave it as if I'm going to pay it in full. I mean, not actually pay it off, right away, but say I'll try to save up for it, in the meantime, or if time permits, I can just go ahead and just pay it off.
Yeah, yeah.
But at the same time, when you're trying to juggle so many pre-orders and there's so much that's coming out at a single time, you also have the option to put everything on a payment plan, as soon as you get that email that is coming soon. So if you have to do that, that's another option you can do, is put something on a payment plan. Yeah. And then you can probably stretch it out. Like, say if you got 2-3 figures coming in at the same time, right? And the money is just not all of it is exactly there. Put them all on a payment plan, and then kind of juggle the payments in a sense, because you can stretch them out. You can skip a month, postpone a month, change a date or whatever. You can be strategic about these payment plans, and it does actually work out. Yeah. But the best practice, is always to try to pay things off, because they're usually, everything is like a year and a half to 2 years now before we get everything. So and everybody's letting you pay stuff off early. So that's always going to be the best practice. So when you have your pre-orders paid off, then you can start shopping for your grails. Exactly. Then you'll actually have that money. So when the opportunity comes, your pre-orders are paid off, and then, hey, I can actually get this. I'm PayPal ready. Yeah. And you'll thank yourself later for that, man. I mean, it's I think that's like the best practice. Yeah. Although, I'm not really good at that personally, but yeah, even now, sense, like if I get billed from like another comic shop, what I've been doing also is that taking advantage of the PayPal Pay in 4. Yeah. So I'll pay that off in like 2 weeks, every 2 weeks, like 4 times. I love that service, man. It's been working out great. Yeah. To be honest. Definitely. So there's another option there, but I think the most responsible thing is, keep everything in check and just pay everything off as soon as you can before everything actually drops, so you don't have to worry about how you're going to figure out you're going to pay for whatever drops, especially if there's so many figures that are dropping at the same time. Exactly. 6 Scale Mafia, the guy who does it all for the Nookie, with Cameron Diaz, who, brings the bread home and makes sure that, you were fed. Like, no, literally, how do you approach? I mean, now how I want you to answer this though, because I want you to be extremely real, and I want you to put aside the simple fact that you have mob tie connections. Remember, we're talking about figures. Put the mob tie connections aside. How many people you've whacked? How many people you've gotten made, how many, sub shops are smuggling in the underground, laundering money, like stuff like that, bro. Like, put that aside, and I want you to tell
we're not
going
to talk about the truck jacking of the
we don't want to talk about all that.
We're not going
to. Nah, we're going to talk about how do you budget? Like, what's your way of doing it, man?
Well, honestly, I mean, kind of like what everybody's already saying. I think a spreadsheet is key. Okay, if you don't have Office or Excel or like Open Office, you can just use Google Docs. That's free. Yeah. Just use a Gmail account and set up a spreadsheet. You can share it with people too. So you can be like, help, I don't know how to do this. So, you know what I mean? Someone can help, or whatever. But you have to, it's just like anything else, man, in life. I look at it like another bill.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you have to factor in, well, how much do I make every month?
Yeah.
Right? How much do you make every month? You know what I mean? I'm sure you have a rough estimate, right? Give or take. And okay, I've got my rent or whatever, cable, phone bill, whatever. You know what I'm saying? What do you have left over? That's your budget, And if you need to do payment plans, that's fine, but you need to be mindful of those payment plans. That's where the spreadsheet comes in, because like I just said, I forgot I bought Spider-Man. Same thing that happened with Rex. I forgot I bought him, and then I got him like instantly. It's like some things you don't write down. That's a problem. And then especially with this, and I remember we had this happen last year. 12 months ago, the same thing happened. We had the New Year's, and then it was nothing, and then boom, right? It was like this explosion. What kind of, you know what I'm saying? We got hit, and it happened again in like October, if you guys remember. So this happens a couple times a year where there's these lulls, and then all of a sudden they slam you. And if you're not, maybe you're not buying everything, right? But let's be real. If you're in Marvel, there's a bunch of shit coming out at the same time. Same with Star Wars.
Yeah.
So always you need to be prepared for that. When that comes at you, you know what I'm saying? That's where the spreadsheet comes in. Don't worry about like your sideshow or your toys one, whatever you know what I mean? You need to be responsible and write down, okay, I bought this then. It's going to charge me then. And if you have extra money laying around sometimes, as we all do, because we all piss away money on some level,
Uber.
Right, or something, right? Maybe don't do that Grubhub or something that day and be like, you know what? I can use this $40 and just throw it on this figure. You know what I'm saying? And then write that down. There's things like that where that happens. Like Lael said, it's like, oh shit, I have some that are almost done. So instead of looking at something new, be like, well, if I have like $400 left and I have 4 figures that have like $100 each left, let me just bang these out really quick. And then you know what I mean? Update accordingly on your spreadsheet. And you'll have this burden off you. You'll be like, hell yeah, I got like 4 figures paid off. You know what I'm saying? And you want to keep that. You want to keep a limit. That's the other thing. Like if you have credit, if you use credit or whatever, you use a firm, your credit cards, your PayPal payments, whatever the case is, you need to set a budget, I think, on that as well for yourself and be like, you know what? I'm going to cap myself at, $5,000 in pre-orders. You know what I'm saying? Worth, not like each individual payment, but like total for all the figures, right? And keep it there. Whatever's comfortable. If it's 2,000, fine, whatever. You know what I'm saying? With what you make. So that's what I would say. That's your best. Don't just buy shit.
Yeah,
we've all done it, right? We've all said it. We're like, damn, I bought a bunch, and some of it was pre-order too, not just flat out bought. And now you have like 20 pre-orders, and you think, oh well, $50 a month, whatever, that's fine. Until it's like times 20.
Exactly.
And then you have a problem.
Yeah.
So yeah.
$2.99 super chat by Braden. How haven't we gotten Anthony to 1K yet? That's exactly. Come on, man. Everybody in the 1K. Only takes a few.
People
man.
don't like my
lazy to
Where are you at right now, Anthony?
No.
How's your sub count right now?
962.
Come on.
Come on, man.
Close, but come on.
We may have to
962
drop a
38
link
left.
in the
38
chat
left.
or
Come on.
something. I can't drop a link in the chat, but if
come on,
somebody
man. Drop
can
a
that
link.
works,
We
then
will.
go ahead and click that. And
Come on,
that'd be
click
awesome.
on that and just get over there. We need to get it done, man. It's just easy peasy.
I'm damn close, and we're giving away that IG-11 too. So,
Which is a
someone's
good
get it.
figure. It's a really good figure.
It is
Really
definitely
good
a good
figure.
figure. My man, my mellow, brother cousins, aka the resident space pimp. You know what I mean? If people don't, I don't think they know. They don't really understand it. They don't get it. But this guy's come on, man, space pimp. It's the space pimp. Yeah. So how do you like when your budgeting strategy during this time period when it is that long, and like okay, especially considering the sample of what we've heard today.
Oh yeah.
Like shit's about to get real. So what's your way? What's your approach, bro?
I got a couple. I've been doing this for a while, so I got a couple of ways that I do it. Some of them are crazy. I'll just say this before I say anything else. Credit cards are the devil. They are. They are the devil.
Yeah.
Put things on credit cards often. Don't. But you can make it work to your benefit as well. There was a time where I think it was 2018. I think and this is why I don't like pre-ordering from Sideshow. I still got a couple of pre-orders with them, but I tend to try to buy everything outright. And pay for it and just knock it out and get it out the way and don't even think about it.
Yeah.
But in 2018, it was the year I got, and these are all some grails now. It was like Mark 6, diecast Mark 6, Iron Man Mark 6, Yondu, and Luke Return of the Jedi all hit my account on the same day.
Wow.
And I had them all on pre-order. And it was like, you got 5 days. And I was like, shit, I really want these figures. The thing was, this was like I think this was like right after Christmas. And I was like, damn, in January? Really? I was like, come on, man, I'm broke. But I was like, but I want these figures and I spend all my money. What am I going to do? I put them on a credit card. Why did I do that? Struggled to pay them off. I was paying them off and was getting them and paid them off, but then there was other stuff coming out. So then I fell into the hole. I fell into the abyss, and then I owed. And it took me a while to pay them all off, and I got it all paid off.
Yeah.
For the next following year to fall in the same trap all over again.
Oh.
I mean, brother cousins, I had the same issue too. Like I had Heavy Mando first on pre-order, right? Then I had another figure on pre-order.
Yeah,
dude, there were 3 figures that were about to come in my house. I'm like, no, I got to delete. I have to cancel some of them. So I had to cancel Heavy Mando. Yeah, but I got them back. I had to pre-order them again. But dude, it's a nightmare to deal with. Like I can't do it. Like I want these figures so bad. Yeah, but my credit card is like, nope, you can't do it.
You can't. You gotta, and having a spreadsheet, stopping yourself, and like just saying, having a certain amount, even if you're going to use credit, how much credit are you comfortable with? Now, if you're comfortable with 1,000, you can probably do that standing on your head. If you can do 500, that's cool. What I've done now, I've gotten everything to, and partly it's funny that companies like Partly and stuff like that is working now, because that's pretty much what I have. One credit I got down. I have a credit card debt that I pay off every month. Probably too much information, but I pay that off and almost out of that. But now I have one credit card that I use to buy my figures with.
Yeah,
I buy them straight out. But what I do is every pay period, I pay off my bills, and I probably have like a little bit of pocket change that I know I can play with. I call it my play money. And I buy my figure, put that on my credit card, take my play money, make a payment. So let's say we buy something from Toys Wonderland. Wonderland, let's say we buy, I want it fast, I want it now. Let's just say it's the Mando. I got the Mando box set for about $500. All right. So I probably took my play money, paid half of that off on my credit. So now I had it down to $300. Next week, I put another $100 or $200 down on it, knock that down to about $100. I don't use that card again until I completely pay that off. Then I buy another figure, and I'll just buy it right out and keep the process. That's comfortable for me. I can do that without it. I get the figures I want. So a lot of people are like, man, you getting all this stuff, you paying a lot of money. Yeah, but I'm actually paying it in a way that's comfortable for me. So you can do that. And Partly does it's the same thing that Partly does. Is you'll buy, give you you pay 2 payments a month or however you want to pay until you pay it off. That's like you making 2 payments. It's better to make 2 payments a month than making one small minimal. And that's what the credit card companies love. They love when you make those. Oh, give me a minute. Oh, you owe us about $1,500, but yeah, you can give us $30.
Yeah.
Don't fall into that trap.
Don't
give
do
me
it.
$30, and what you going to do? It doesn't hurt so much. But you know what? I want to buy another thing. Now you was owing 15. Now you owe $2,000. You're like, oh my God. Daddy wants $60. That's not bad. That's not too bad. You buy something else. Now you owe $25. Now you owe them $90 a month. See how you keep falling into the damn sandpit.
And you don't want to do that.
You don't want to do that.
Exactly.
When it comes to paying for and buying grails, I got a whole process on that. Usually when I have birthdays, Christmas, if you had that special someone, Valentine's Day gifts, those when I kind of get my grails, because my wifey would come like, hey, what do you want? Hey, baby, I'm looking at this right there. She's like, hey, I can buy all that, but I'll help you get that. Then I have, a second little income to help.
There you go.
So
that's love.
That's how
that
you
is love.
Yep.
That is love. Real quick, we got a Major Bryn Derling came through with the $50 super chat. Thank you so much, man. He said, "Hello all. I'm gonna watch later, but wanted to drop in quickly and support the stream, bro. You know, brother, that you're always welcome when you do that, man. So thank you." $5 super chat. How y'all? He would have said, "How you all get Rosario Dawson on the show?" That's great show, everyone. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, you gotta have the budget to do it. So I was lucky enough to get the budget, get it in the budget. So I'm happy about that. But yeah, real quick though, I'm gonna end because like I said, I mean we have passed the 2 hour mark, but I really want to go through real quick with this last one, and then we're gonna actually close out the show. But my last one, real quick, is when enough is enough, cancel time. You know what I mean? Like that's what it basically is titled. Enough is enough, cancel time. Real quick, Boston. When do you know when it's enough is enough? Is it a hurt piece to cancel, or do you just you don't think nothing about it? You just say, you know what, I got to cancel this because I don't need it.
Hey man, I think I'm finally at that stage right now. If you start talking about moving your collection from your collection room, I think around that time, it's like, you got to pre-order. All right, stop. Cancel time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My Hammer Time folks know what's up with that. But anyway,
exactly.
You gotta, if you start moving your collection, you're like, dang, I need to open up the kitchen a little bit, man. My collection, when it come to that point, dang, I need a shed now. Yeah, I need a couple figures in the bathroom too.
Yeah.
If you start needing to move it, I think that's where it's kind of like, all right, you have to be very selective, like KG said, with your pieces, and enjoy what you have and what might even complement another piece even more. I think the one figure right now in my collection is just kind of like, dang, why did I get it? It's that dang, what's my man over here from Mando? The flame dude. See, I don't even know his name.
The
incinerator trooper.
There you go. It was such a big moment, and I got it for a big moment when it's like, but now it's kind of like it's just here. So you got to be very selective, and keep in mind the space that you have, and do those figures make sense? Right now I'm looking at the transport troopers. I got 2 of them. They're paid off, and I'm still, it's 50-50 for me right now, and it's feeling like cancel time. You know what I'm saying? So
got you. Definitely.
That's where I'm at with it. If you start moving it, start moving your collection
around, it's time to kind of call it a day. How are you about that?
Yeah, there have been figures that I've canceled, and like I said, a number of times I had it on my list, and then, for whatever reason, I had changed my mind about the figure and said, okay, I'm just going to cancel it. And then, maybe even a year down the line, I'm like, okay, maybe I want the figure now. So I don't have any regrets about doing that. I think that's just sometimes how you feel about something. And sometimes I order figures, not solely just because it's that character, but because I think it looks good.
Gotcha.
So, it's a little different for me. I think maybe it doesn't always have to be, you order a figure because you love it. And, as far as I'm concerned, that's the driving factor for me, but I don't have to have every figure that I want. Sometimes I just need to look at it, and if someone else I know has it, I'll go ahead and look at their figure. And then, it's enough for me. But I've noticed that I tend to go 90% by the way I respond to how the figure looks. Like this one, for example, as soon as I didn't realize that they even had Spider-Punk figure, but when I found out, I said, yeah, I'm going to get it. And it's been on sale for a long time. I paid for it over a long period of time.
Yeah.
And so, I love it. And the best part about it is that it was over almost a whole year's worth of time. So, I didn't feel the expense of the figure the same way, at least for me, let's say budgetary wise.
Yeah.
I didn't feel it. But if at any point I decided I didn't want it, I would just go ahead and cancel it. And, I don't go ahead and use that money to pay for another figure. I cancel it and it goes in the bank. So,
Gotcha.
It's not sort of going to be, put myself into pay for something else. I actually stay away from that because, you might be getting something that you don't really want. So, I think it's good news. Now, if you already have figures that you have to make payments on, go ahead and use that money for that. But if you don't, just bank the money and you know, save it up for something else. But I'm very careful when I cancel a figure. You know, and I don't have to make any other payments. I just hold on to it. I'm not going to buy another figure.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
Sure.
KG?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any problems. I'm rich, so I can buy anything I want. You know, I'm just telling you. No, I'm just kidding. No, honestly, you know, for me, you know, I'm kind of following the rule that you do, Leo, is I'm not pre-ordering anymore.
Yeah.
I have to stop pre-ordering because I think everybody needs to really stop doing that because, look, they're not gonna go anywhere. I mean, it's a long time. Maybe towards its release, it might go if the figure's amazing. If it's underproduced, yeah, that's when you should pre-order when it's almost close to the release date or once it's released, right?
Yeah.
Because that new Batman movie that's coming out, right? I'm super excited, and you know for damn sure they're gonna make figures from that movie, right? I'm gonna get it, but I'm not gonna pre-order it because my opinions might change over time. Like, it's cool, but I don't really need it, you know, because then I lose that NRD. I lose that 10% of NRD, right? So for me, I think the simple thing is just don't pre-order. It's simple as that. Don't pre-order things that you're not sure of. If you're really sure, like you're going to get it, like for instance, like for me, Carnage is an instant pre-order because I know I'm going to get that figure. Then by all means do it. But if you're like, I'm so about it, don't pre-order it.
Yeah, don't do it.
Simple as that. And I'm following that rule now because I'm looking at my pre-order. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of getting there. You know, so far I have like I think 15 pre-orders. I'm like, yeah, I need to stop doing that. I can't do more pre-orders. So I'm gonna keep waiting till 2023 till we get a lot of good lineups for 2023 figures, and start paying for these other figures that are coming this year.
Yeah.
Just I think people need to. I would love to give a challenge for many people just to stop for at least 1 month. Do not pre-order anything, and it will change you. I think it will change the way you collect, the way you look at things, and you would appreciate, like I said, you would appreciate your figures even more. And when Boston Collectors brought up the idea that, oh, if you're starting to move these figures into your bathroom or into your living room, that's when you know that it's time to be very selective, and you have to know which pieces are you going to keep and have an emotional attachment to you. Like I know, Lael, you have a huge emotional attachment to Star Wars. So for you, it's like every piece that you have has a story behind it, right?
Yeah.
So you have to build an opinion for yourself, because I know people come to these live streams, they see we talk about these figures, you're like, oh, Lael says this, I better buy it. I have to buy it now. Well, what about your opinion?
Nope. I'm not going to tell you to buy something you shouldn't.
That's the thing. And then people get enabled by that, and it's like, it's not our fault. I mean, you're pressing the button. I mean, it's just like, we ask collectors or content creators that are doing this. We're just sharing our opinions, our love and interest for these figures, and then people are like, oh, I have to follow their opinion because I like the figure too.
Yeah.
That doesn't work all the time, right? And then now you see in the aftermarket, you see a bunch of figures selling for under retail. I mean, you can see a bunch of people like, I don't need this, I don't want this. I mean, it's going on with the armor. Before the show, you can find it for like 200 You can find it for under 200. Now she's like, she's climbing up there, right? But
oh hell yeah, that one episode changed everything.
Changed everything. Even Heavy Mando. Heavy Mando was going up too, but now he's going way up now. So I mean, it's just. I mean, a good example would be like Lando. I won this from a giveaway. I was planning to get this figure. I know a lot of people don't want to get it, but they're getting peer pressure to do it. If you're getting peer pressured, then don't get it. I mean, when you get peer pressure to something you have to get, that's when you don't love the figure. Yeah. Because you're being forced by another collector, another person to get it. Like, you have to get this figure. This figure's amazing.
What you do me this morning, bro?
Hey, you did it. Nope.
But that's not all the case. That's not the case as always. But the thing is that we have to start buying figures that we have.
Well, it was pretty funny. It's like he tried to fucking
let's see what he brings.
Cut it off. He was like, no.
I know what he's gonna bring.
He tempted you with that, Mario.
Oh no.
I did a thing. So this is something that, because I think this thing is like pretty damn unique. And when I saw this thing starting to go low stock in Sideshow, and I see other places being sold out and other places like increasing their price, I'm like, screw it. I'm gonna go ahead and drop a pre-order. So yeah.
Wonder Woman.
I'm not there yet, bro.
Look how crispy my camera looks. My camera looks crispy now. Yeah,
dude, that's amazing.
So
it
beautiful.
looks so crispy. It looks so crispy.
She's so beautiful.
But what I was saying is that, you know, like figures like that, Leo, right? I mean, I can bet you right now, Leo, that before you know the release, people did not care about the figure. Could care less. Now with the videos coming out, like Jedda's and yours, now we're seeing that the single version is selling out pretty fast. Yeah. Now I bet you right now half of those people, or not even half, maybe like 80% of those people will sell it in the future because it's like you know, it was a moment for me. Just like you Boston Collectors. The Incinerator was a moment for you, right?
Yeah, it was a huge
moment.
And
then it's like, I don't need it anymore. And just push it away, right? So I really think that people should really stop pre-ordering. I think that's the healthy option, really, to really enjoy the hobby even more. Because right now, Hot Toys, we're getting a lot of stuff this year and next year. I mean, this year, as far as announcements and releases, there's a lot of things that are being released this year. So I think people should really wait and see what Hot Toys does next, and then go from there and just wait. Denobi brings up a good, like, you know, just do a Hong Kong purchase where it comes out from Hot Toys, from HK, and then pre-order from there. I think when a figure is released, because here's the thing with that Mark 85 figure, people thought that sculpt was gonna look amazing, and then the 85 came out and it just didn't look great, and like, oh, I wasted $40 with my NRD. Then it lost that $4 NRD and they cancel it, right? So I think you should wait to see the final product and then get it, because I think that's the smartest choice to do. But yeah, I think people should stop pre-ordering, and then you will enjoy this hobby even more and enjoying your figures. So
yeah, just super quick, if I can slide something in with what he said.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I totally understand like 100% what you're saying about the pre-order game, and yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like I get it 100%, but the only thing is kind of like, we got figures, you know, these groups like the Bad Batch. It's like, if I don't pre-order this and Hot Toys don't see the numbers that the Bad Batch might be doing, why should we finish the Bad Batch? You know, like
that's the thing. That's the
collectors aren't pre-ordering. So why get Wrecker and Tech? Y'all good with Hunter and Echo. So me originally, it's like, I just had Echo, and I'm like, you know, I'm gonna slow down, like you said, on the pre-order game. Then I'm like, oh man, I gotta add my vote in to get them to do the rest of them. So I dropped.
You can look at it both ways, boss, and I'm glad you brought up that point. I mean, it's just like, if you don't pre-order, then it won't support the rest of the team, you know. And it's just like, but I think you know, who knows? Season 2 is gonna bring more figures. They're just waiting for season 2, maybe. I don't know, but you know,
we'll see. Yeah, we'll definitely see how it goes. Mario, what like what do you like? What for you? Like I said, I mean, because I think it's easier for you, you know, when you know basically how to because I've seen you like and heard you talk before. It's like certain things. It's like you'll always say, look, if I don't need that, I don't need it. I won't get it. I always stay basically within my realm of what I want, and I'll just stick to that, and I'm good.
Right. Yeah. I mean, case in point is like having that focus. I mean, for me, and for you and you as well, that I know we're both, you know, big Star Wars heads. Yeah. So the thing is, what I've learned personally is that now this is just bad advice, but the way that I think is that I feel like if I can afford to go ahead and swing everything from this particular franchise, then I'm gonna go ahead and do it, because if later down the line, if I somehow change my mind and say, oh shit, I really wish I would have gotten this figure when I had a chance, and now I'm kicking myself later for not doing it. Yeah. I kind of did that, you know, learned from that from the Rogue One line, but the thing is that at the same time, I'm also collecting other stuff. Marvel was a big thing. I was really into the MCU at that time. DC as well. I was going just crazy in all directions. And when your focus actually starts putting out, you know, too much, right? When it seems like there's a lot more coming out from that, and then nothing else actually matters after that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just pick that lane and just focus on like a certain category of whatever other franchise that I want to hold on to, instead of picking up like everything, because I really was in that same mindset right there. Yeah. Like I was going after all the Spider-Man, I was going after all the Avengers, all the DC shit, everything. But I'm like, no, that's not it's not sustainable.
Yeah,
so
definitely not sustainable
something,
after a while.
Something really has to give. So if you really have to start, have a vision how you want your collection to look. And even right now, I still feel like I'm learning from these things.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there's also those one-offs that I still want to pick up as well. Because those are something that I actually really appreciate when that happens.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, another thing too is to consider is that if you're actually like, you need to pay for storage for all your shit too. So that's another thing too, man. You're putting
that's
money
when
towards
it's like, I'm out.
Exactly. Like kind of reconsider what you're doing if you're actually putting more money towards, something else to keep the hobby alive. Keep your collecting alive. I mean, if you're living off of noodles, you're not being able to pay the rent. That's another thing too. Life always has to come first as well.
Right.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So when reality actually kicks in, you do have to set those priorities.
Definitely.
That's when enough is enough. That's when you really got to sit down and elaborate or reconsider what you actually have on order.
Definitely.
And just start, pulling the triggers on cancellations wherever you need to.
Definitely.
The thing is, you can always get this stuff back as well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, especially with the Hot Toys things, they're always around. They're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, just don't be afraid to cancel anything.
Mm-hmm.
And to KG's point too, I do feel the same way about POs. You really don't need to as well. But then also Boston Collector brings up a good point. How do you gauge how much to actually release if no one's really pre-ordering? So it's kind of a double-edged sword, at that point.
For sure.
But when collecting gets in the way of like life priorities, then that's when enough is absolutely enough.
You're like, I got to shut that down. Appreciate that. 6Scale Mafia, man. Your take on it, bro.
Well, to go along with the theme, I'm just too legit to quit, man. That's what it comes down to.
I see what you did there.
Listen,
I see what you did there.
If I'm in it, I'm in it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to. The last thing I want to do is, especially with Sideshow, is cancel a non-refundable deposit. You dig?
Mm-hmm.
So, because we've all done it. I've done it. I'm sure everybody here's done it, and people watch has done it. That sucks. That sucks. You may say, 20, 30, 40, $50, depending on the price of the figure. But I mean, you that adds up.
Yeah.
I'm sure you haven't canceled just one figure.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like, okay, if I'm in it, I'm in it. But I don't pre-order anymore. And the thing is, though, I will say to counter that, I don't think pre-orders matter. I think pre-orders is kind of an excuse that companies like to use to almost guilt people into doing things. What I think matters is sales. Okay, so Bad Batch comes out and it sells like crazy, then they're gonna be like, okay, we're gonna roll. You know what I mean? We're gonna follow. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I think it's a little bit skewed. I don't think you should give away your money to somebody that you don't have a final product for yet.
Yeah.
Especially with a 1.5-year turnaround time.
Definitely.
But I mean, I'm in it, bro. Like I said, if I make a decision that I want this figure, then I'm getting that figure, and then there's no turning back. And if I have to, sometimes we're low, but I mean, we've all probably done it at some point, man. We've had to do the ramen noodles or something, or eating some Chef Boyardee out of a can cold. I mean, whatever you do, sometimes life happens, but as long as you're not screwing yourself, right? You know what I'm saying? Make sure you got your, all your priorities in order. Then take the jump, man. If you want that figure, get the figure. And good point though too with Mario. I mean, you can sell them if you need to sell them or something, and something happens. If you get a little bit overwhelmed, I get it. You can always get things back.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay.
And I want to bring up one. Oh, go ahead, Anthony.
Well, I was just saying that's a perfect example. Like, Brother Cousins, you needed a heavy Mando. I got a heavy Mando. He's got a heavy Mando now. You see what I'm saying? Like things like that happen. Like people are out there. You can always find what you need if you missed it, or if you sell it and you want it back later. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
right.
True.
And kind of following the same trend with Anthony here. I think when a figure's about to hit wait list, people have this thing called FOMO. I'm sure everybody has has it with with certain figures that came out and sold out. It was with Rey. I was this close to hitting that button to buy, but then I'm thinking to my back, I'm like, do I really want this? Before I hit the buy button,
that's your fault.
But no.
That's
But here,
your fault,
hold on.
because you had
right,
16
exactly.
months.
No, exactly, right? Yeah. But what I'm trying to say is that, do I really want this figure, right? And I skipped on it because I'm like, I don't need it. And after that, I've been very picky. I've just been, certain figures I don't need. I think when people, it's okay to not get everything that you like.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's totally fine. You can still be a fan. You don't need to represent it. You know, I can be a fan of, look, if I didn't have Lando, it doesn't mean I don't like Lando. It's just that, you know, I have other priorities, and I still love Lando. Lando's one of my favorite characters in Star Wars, right? Empire Strikes Back, #1 favorite Star Wars movie. I think people get confused with figures like, oh, figures represent everything that I like. Yeah. You don't need to. I mean, you can be a huge Star Wars fan, like, and a huge Marvel fan, but you don't need to collect Marvel. You could still be a Marvel fan. You could still have Spider-Man. Doesn't mean you have to represent, you know, like, oh, I have to have Marvel figures to represent that and this and that. It's like, you don't need it. You don't need that. So I just want to bring that out there.
The tank trooper look fire, but I can't. You don't.
Yeah, exactly.
I ain't got the space.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
It's really good too.
But you know, and if you wait, here's the thing with the tank trooper, because like I said, there's enough of them. So if you wait a few months, that it'll go down to a point where it is affordable, and then you can slide it in where it fits in. But right now, if you don't need it, it's not something you have to jump on. You know what I mean? The tank trooper looks nice, but it's not. You know, it is, mine is coming, but it's not something that I got right off the bat. You know what I mean? I even use points for it and got it down to a feasible point.
Yeah,
so that's the thing.
Good for
points are definitely good. You see me, you see me, you know, I'm trying to get my Boston voice on, because he can't be having only dope voice and deep voice.
Boston has that voice, man.
Anyway, last but not least, brother Cousins, before we close out the show, bro, what you think about this, man?
I have to do this. Got to stay on brand. So I just want to give my thoughts before we turn this mother out.
Yo, so we come with the hammer quotes. I see you.
So,
I heard him. I see you.
All right. So let's break this down in just make this so we can all, you know, go home, do our thing. Stay in your lane.
I know. I was thinking too legit. I was like,
yeah, go ahead, bro.
Stay in your lane. That's number one. Stay in your lane. I mean, I'm bad at that. I mean, I collect from Turtles, Transformers, the 90s, the 80s. I mean, I got the two big franchise, Marvel and Star Wars. So it's kind of hard because I love it all, but can't have it all. And now I'm dibbling and dabbling in DC. So it's like, oh God, I'm asking. But you gotta, you know, stay in your lane as much as possible. That's all I could say with that one. Number two, when was the last time you took a vacation? If you can't remember that, I mean, well, pandemic, but if you can't take a vacation, or you're not going out, or you're not taking your significant out on as many, you know, steak dinners and stuff like that, take that in consideration. You know, your boyfriend, your wife, your husband may be looking at you like, what are you doing? Exactly. So, you know, if it starts messing with your quality of life, definitely stop. Yeah. If you got to think about, damn, my brakes I need to work on my brakes, but I really want to get this figure. Your priorities may be out of whack. You know,
prioritize. That's the best thing. Prioritize. That's why we're talking about the motto here is anything that you have that you're sitting on. And when you look at all these new figures that drop and all that, it's enticing. And one of the things that we try to push, and you think about it, it's like, yes, I'm just going to pre-order right off the bat. Why? Especially if that motherfucker's 2 years out. Like literally, if it's 2 years out, what's the point? Like, what is the point? It's just going to basically sit there. I mean, certain figures, granted, like especially where I'm saying, because I learned that within the last 2 years, whatever. Because there were certain figures that I jumped on. It's like, oh, I gotta have that first day, whatever, first go. But really, did I need it? Like, did I need to actually have it? But now I know, like the figures that I did pay off, I know they're coming, and I don't have to worry about them anymore. But now I learned not to jump.
Yeah,
I don't have to leap. It looks good around the time it's supposed to drop. I'll get it then. You know what I mean? And sometimes I live off that motto: if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. If it's not, then I'm good. Right. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. You know what I mean? You know, if it comes around, it's there. You know what I mean? If it
comes around, I was saying you have like 16 months, right? So when people are like, "Oh, I missed it," like when it's almost like blue listed or something, it's like, yo, that's what I'm saying. You have a long time, and if it takes you over a year to decide, then like it's not meant to be. You
didn't.
You
Dyson,
weren't in on that, you know.
Like exactly. Like 1% of figures pre-sell out. You're right.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Heavy
Mando was one of them. Yeah.
Sideshow tried to trick us with IG-11. People forget that.
That's true.
That's
true.
And remember those prices skyrocketed, and then he got
Captain America was another one too.
And
it was about to sell out on pre-order, and now he's sitting down. Yeah.
That's right.
Real quick, we got a Fake came through with a $10 super chat. Good evening, guys. Just showing some love. Great panel tonight. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that.
Appreciate you.
And into my panel, man, my amazing panel. Now, everybody in the chat, like literally right now, before we actually close out the show, it's 151 people actually in here right now. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share. But if you haven't already subscribed to 6 Scale Mafia, come on, man. We need to get him to 1,000, seriously. Because
come on.
Yeah, I mean, he promised me once we get there that I get an autograph picture from Cameron. So yes, please get him to 1,000, and then on top of that, once we get him to 1,000, you will get an autograph picture from Brother Cousins, Baby Oil first, in the space pimp suit. So straight up, like, come on, we need to get him to 1,000. Yeah, he thought I wasn't gonna mention that tonight, but just definitely I was. He thought he was just gonna slide out clean, and I wasn't gonna say nothing.
One other thing I wanted to say, a point I wanted to bring up is, if you ever get to a point where you're buying figures and returning them. I've done that. Buying figures, returning them, or buying them and then selling them. Maybe you're buying stuff too fast.
Yeah. I haven't done that yet, but I think there was one figure. No, you know what? It was one figure that I saw. And here's the thing. This is why it's good to watch reviewers. It is. It's good to watch reviewers. Because you might have that figure on pre-order, or you might actually have that figure ready, and you're just ready to actually get it. And you can't wait, and you'll see basically a reviewer and how that figure looks in hand, and it's like wait,
yep,
Proxima Midnight, yeah, I don't,
yep,
I don't need you. You look like this. I don't need you.
Whole line for me. That changed.
Yeah.
I had
Well, that's the other advantage.
Like right here.
Yeah.
I would just say that's the advantage. Another advantage of waiting and not pre-ordering, right?
Yeah.
Because final product even final product photos don't always do it. You got to have it in hand, and if you can't get it in hand, the next best is seeing a video of it, right?
Yeah, if it's coming from Boston,
be educated in your purchases.
Yeah, I'm buying that. I see a Boston photo. I'm like, yeah, I got to get that shit.
Hey, man, listen, in my line of work from before, it was all about, you want the product to look like how the product will look in hand. So that's what I push for.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. If I see that Boston photo, I'm like, yeah, I got you start, hey, brother, cousin, you start talking like him when you look at the photo. You be like, yo, you can have a high pitched voice. You be like, yo, that shit is dope. Yo. I can't believe that. Yeah, I need to have like straight up, you got a high pitched voice. You can have like a high pitched sweet voice. You be like, yeah, that thing is. And then when you see his photo, you be like, man, that shit is so dope. I gotta have that. You start sounding like it when you see his photo.
Oh man.
Anyway, man, thanks everybody for coming through, man. This panel was great. It was an excellent talk tonight. I had so much fun, and thank you guys for basically being here. If you haven't already, come on, man. 35 more subs, and he is at 1,000. Come on, if you haven't already subscribed to his channel, come on, man. Do it all for the nookie. Do it all for the nookie. Do it all for the nookie. He might give you a free pizza. Yo, Boston, man, what you got coming up, brother?
Hey, man, listen, I just got that shipping soon notice on the Iron Patriot. Can't wait to get that in. So it's gonna be a lot of fun.
So
that is a good figure.
Yeah, I can't
look at
Leo. Come on.
Hey, so keep it locked, man. I'm gonna do that unboxing and review. I mean, if hey, listen, I gotta do it to you, man.
Gotta do it.
And if y'all interested in any of the unboxing and reviews, I think the latest one.
I talked to my baby about that.
The latest one is Captain Rex. If y'all interested in checking that out. Yeah, so we got again Iron Patriot coming in. So
come on, man,
I can't wait.
It's that peer pressure, bro. We're just talking about.
Yeah. And then you gonna do the photo with the John Cheetah head sculpt. Come on,
gotta get I'm gonna slide Rescue in there, the Tony Stark. I know a lot of people don't like the Tony Stank, but I'm feeling it, so I kept that one.
Don't do that to me, man. You
gonna be
gonna have
good.
me like Pookie is calling me, man. Come on, man. Don't do that to me, man. Come
Gotta
on.
do it, man.
You just had to throw that in there real quick. I shouldn't have asked you shit. Damn. Now I'm gonna see it and be like, oh, I got to have that, man. Like straight up. But yeah, I can't wait, man, because your photos, man, are so inspiring. If you haven't already subscribed to Boston Collections, man, come on, man. Like literally on Instagram, those photos kill it all the time. What do you got coming up?
Well, on Monday nights, I stream with Lorena Creole on Toxic Femme, so you can find me there. And during the week on Wednesdays, if I'm lucky enough to be on Say What with you, Lael, it is certainly an honor to do so.
Yes.
On Thursday nights, I'm lucky enough to be on the panel of Uncivilized Scoundrels here on the 160.
Yes, tomorrow night it's going down.
It will be glorious, people. Glorious. Fridays in the afternoon. At 12 o'clock Eastern. You can find me on Midnight's Edge in the morning with Tom and Andre. On Friday nights, you can find me streaming with Lael and Robert Meyer Burnett on the Burnett Work. And on Sundays, you can find me on my channel, Positive Fandom, for my Sunday brunch live at 10:30 a.m. where I talk and do the parlay. And my channel always has different reviews and live streams too. And that's what I have going on, Lael.
Nice.
Yo.
Packed schedule.
Man. It's a definite packed schedule.
Yeah, it is.
You already know. If you haven't already, follow on Instagram, YouTube. Come on, man. Come on. If you come on, man. You already know what time it is. I wanted to actually put this up here too real quick because of my brother. What'd you say?
Will has assembled Sauron.
Yeah, no, he sent me some pictures. He was like, yo, this thing is crazy. So I know we're going to probably do that. Again, Boston Collectors on IG and YouTube. Come on, man. It's like some real dope stuff over there. And come on, like if you haven't already, you know what time it is. If you haven't already followed, come on, man. I'm sorry. You know, when I start acting goofy, I'm sleepy, so just don't mind me. Like I was always that kid, like that baby. When I was tired, I would start acting goofy. My mom was like, "Take your ass to bed." And I was like, "Okay." Like, so that was me. So again, you want to actually follow her on the Burnett Work, Midnight Metal, PGS All Stars, and Positive Fandom on YouTube as well. Come on, man! Like you got to support. KG, we know what you're doing. We know where you're at. You know, we know how to find you. We know what films you have out. We already know your pedigree, but tell everybody else what you want them to know. What else you want them to know about KG, the collector?
First off, Ashley Chase with a $31 in the chat.
Yes, yes.
That's
Ashley Chase, $30.99. We can round it up to 31. Can I get a good day? Good day, mate. Come on, hey, mate. Good day, mate. Good day, mate. What's going on, mate? What's going on, mate? How you going, mate? How you going, mate? How's it going, mate? I'll miss Australia. That's my second home.
Officially past your bedtime, bro.
That's my second home, bro. I miss Australia so much, bro. I love Australia. But yeah, what's up, KG?
Well, second thing is that Boss Collector, I have a question. Has Hot Toys have reached you out with some photos? Because your photos, man, are I mean, come on. They should be official from Hot Toys because those photos, man, they're amazing. Absolutely amazing work. And I'm so glad I met you the first time here at Boston Collectors for the first time, and it was amazing.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah, you know, as always, Lael, thanks for having me on the channel. I'm always honored to be on the channel, talking to you guys in the panel.
Of course.
Right now, going on my channel, I don't have anything much right now, you know, just more so jumping on the live streams like yours, Lael and Will's and Anthony's and, you know, brother cousins occasionally here and there. Yeah, if you guys want to find me on Instagram, it's KG_collector and also KG Collector on YouTube. And Lael, I haven't heard anything about the 10%. So just saying.
I don't have to say it because you already know now. I really don't
I don't
think
know
too
what
much
you're talking about.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I don't know.
You don't know what you don't know what I'm talking about. But when those checks come in the mail, I'm straight. How about that, Mario?
I think you're just sleepy. That's it. You're just making things up.
Possibly. Mario, what's going on, brother? What we got coming up next, man?
Well, let me tell you a little something, bro. So first and foremost, man, thanks for having me on tonight.
Anytime, all day, every day. This is your home, bro. You can come on in whenever you want.
Speaking of home,
yes.
or speaking of new homes, actually.
Mm-hmm.
So is it, some of y'all might know, some of y'all might not know. I've parted ways with Collecting Weekly.
Mm-hmm.
So I am out doing my own thing right now. So yeah, I'm considering. Check this out. So I got these Maji cases that just showed up over here. So
yeah,
I'm gonna be putting together these things and then fill it up. And I'll be shooting a collection tour on the channel. So if you guys want to check me out, you guys can find me at El Profesoro.
Yes.
Up on YouTube.
Oh,
I'm
on
IG.
Yes.
I'm on IG at El Profesoro, all zeros.
Yes.
Yeah, so you guys can find me over there. I'm gonna be all these statues that are coming in. I'll be doing some unboxings, showcases, and stuff like that. And yeah, I'm gonna be figuring out what I'm gonna do with this channel and everything. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. But as of right now, just hanging out. We doing our thing. Six Scale Mafia on Saturdays. We're doing our pose up review. This weekend we're looking at doing the Shore Troopers, all three of them, in an actual pose up review. So that's gonna be fun talking about that. We're actually doing it Sundays, probably early afternoon. I think we still got to settle on the time, but that's going to be happening. And Thursday nights here with Lael doing our thing with Uncivilized Scoundrels, man. I mean, that's always a blast here with Artem and and whoever blesses us with the panel.
Man, you got to say it like Lael, bro.
Come on. Yo, did you snip that? Did you snip that?
Does that work?
You gotta say it right, bro.
Shit,
that's smooth.
Oh, you know what? Every time you're on here and she's on, bro, you gotta play that. You gotta hit that, bro.
I will.
Okay.
You just be like, and
yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. But yeah, hey, come on, man. Go ahead, finish. You can go.
Yeah. No, I mean, just keep an eye on the near future, man, and we'll see. We'll see what's gonna happen.
Okay, you already know El Profesoro on IG and YouTube. Come on, man. That collection tour is coming soon, and also Uncivilized Scoundrels. You can find him here, and we talk some shit. Like tomorrow's gonna be one of the best episodes we've had yet, so I cannot wait for that. Man. It's gonna be some fun. So stay tuned. Do it all for the Nookie 6 Scale Mafia, who is almost at 1,000 subs. If y'all haven't already subscribed, please do that now. But what's going on with you, brother? What's going on your channel? What you got coming up?
Appreciate that very much, guys. Yeah, I'm 34 away.
Yeah,
that's nice, man. Hey. So,
nice.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah, dude. So, as Mario already said, we're doing our reviews usually on Saturdays, but we're gonna do a Sunday on this one. That's gonna be fun. Then my streams are Saturday nights, usually following, Aries. So we're at 6 Kill Cantina. So we kind of roll right after that on that one. And, as soon as I hit that 1,000, of course, as I said before, we're giving away that IG-11. So that's going to be pretty dope. And, reviews here and there, man. I do my reviews kind of sparingly these days. Not to say that I'm done with it, but, after being sick for so long and not having the Golden Armor Wonder Woman, it's just been kind of discouraged. I didn't really want to be doing anything. So no, but other than that, man, it's been fun, man. I've been doing the Boba Fett stuff too every week. Yeah, that's been really fun. Just the live, I'm watching it live with everybody. So and everybody's been so cool with it. No one like ruins it in the chat. They all know I haven't seen it. I'm watching it with them. So that's pretty fun. I guess that's gonna run out next week, but maybe I'll keep doing it with other shows. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? So it's been fun, man. So thanks again. Everybody here is awesome. Subscribe to everybody, Yeah. And it's always fun here. It's always fun.
I was waiting for your reaction. I was watching your live stream. I was like, I got to see his reaction for that one moment, man. One moment. So.
That was great. Yeah. That was great. I don't know what the hell I'm watching, but I'm loving it. So.
Come on, man. If you haven't already subscribed, it's Anthony at 6 Scale Mafia on IG and YouTube. And if you do it, he'll show you some exclusive pictures of Cameron Diaz. Next, we got brother Cousins in the building, bro. What's going on, man? Like, what you got coming up on the channel besides being pretty?
Thank you so much for having me, man. It's always fun. I love hanging out with you guys. This is
hell yeah, man.
Oh my God, I love this community. This is
hell
awesome.
Yeah.
Tomorrow got best of the best.
Yes.
Followed by Uncivilized Scoundrels. Tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah, we got a great panel for tomorrow. Tomorrow we also got what's his name? We got Riley Ramirez. He's joining us for the first time.
Riley Ramirez in the building. My God.
Ramirez,
What's up, man?
yes.
Yeah, it's a wonderful collection video up now. And I mean, yeah, you can learn. Even I hit him up on Instagram. I was like, dude, how did you do that one thing you did with the arc reactors? Check out his video. It's great. But he's going to be here tomorrow. Joey Salvano, he is the winner of the I Want Rex contest. I shipped that out to him. He should be getting it either tomorrow or Friday. He's going to be on the show tomorrow as well.
That's what's up.
Oh, nice. Is he? Okay.
Congrats.
Tomorrow. Of course, we got Six Scale Mafia is going to be there with us tomorrow. Leo, you're going to be there tomorrow as well.
Yes, I am.
Aries from Six Scale Cantina and KG, you gonna be there tomorrow?
Yeah, listen, I'll be there.
I'll be there. Definitely. Boston Collectors, you're gonna be. A lot of people on this panel gonna be there tomorrow. Let me try it. Hold on.
Hold on, play. Hey, go ahead, Six Scale.
There we go.
There you go.
You're also invited tomorrow as well.
Thank you so much. I will be there.
What's up?
Hijacking people's
you didn't say El Profesoro.
Oh my God! Of course.
He's come on, man.
You're invited as well. It's a party.
It definitely is, man. It definitely is. It's such a party, man. Look, so glad that everybody actually came through, man. It's such a good time tonight. Why is this actually doing this? It's acting stupid. I want to actually bring up. We got DK in the building, of course. I want to actually just give a shout out to everybody out in the chat. DK, Riley Ramirez, Ashley Chase, Bloodsport, Tobar, Riley Reviews, Charlie Unicorn, Trimble Dust, Brayton, Blood Sports in the building. I Am Legend, 0000 is in the building. Ashley, thank you for coming through as always. We got, let's see here, Will Foxification is always coming through. I know he's having fun with that statue right now. MB Dyson 82997. Thank you for basically being here. Latoya T. We had Luminar in the building. Joe Mama is here. Let's see who else we got. Six Scale Mafia is always in the building. Toy Box. We got Collectible Chats in the building. Single Songwriter, my guy, all the time. Charlie Unicorn. Max Geekdom is in the building. Craig Spencer is always in the building. Bob Dylan, my guy. Art Castro is in the building. Let's see who else we got. We got so many folks up in here, man. Tom Jr. Jackson is in the building. Fig Fates. Let's see who else. Ryan Kirkwood was in the building. My guy. He said, yo, Leo looking crispy again. Thank you so much, bro. But yeah, man, Castro. Let's see who else we got. Loco Lou. Oh yeah, basically Loco Lou real quick. So me and Loco Lou and a few other people are getting together on Friday. Starting next Friday, we're going to actually drop the first episode of Figure Flex Friday, where we just going to flex out and just flex like straight up. It's called Figure Flex Friday. We are going to actually drop that. And you know what? It's going to be dope because while we're having this segment, we're going to talk about figures, but we're going to throw up a timer. Like it's this flash at any given time. You don't know when it's coming. It's going to be alert that's going to pop up and say, figure flex, figure flex. Dang, it's going to be like an alarm. You just got to throw up a figure. Everybody just got to start flexing. Music and everything is coming. So,
Love it.
I gotta get with Six Scale Mafia behind the scenes because he's an integral part of Figure Flex Friday. Since we started it with brother Cousins and everybody pretty much on the panel, we just started flexing. So you already know what time it is. Everybody's invited. Figure Flex Friday, not this Friday, but the following Friday. So stay tuned. It's going down. Yeah. Motherfuckers just like to just flex. So if you want to see us flex, you're gonna see us flex.
To the gun show.
And you know what this was? Figure Flex Friday was inspired by Mario himself. myself.
Oh, look at him.
Yeah, it was.
What are you talking about?
It was inspired by you, bro, because you started. Yes, it was.
Look what he's
Literally,
holding.
it was literally inspired by you because you started doing that shit. So stay tuned. Figure Flex Friday, my man, SpongeBob Square bows. But yes, Figure Flex Friday, inspired by Mario. Yes, it's definitely going down. We're gonna get that popping. But yeah, man. Thanks everybody for actually coming through. If you haven't already subscribed to the 16 Scale Man YouTube channel. I know I got brother cousins floating up down here, but that's because I kind of lost my way. I got lost in the sauce. But hey, we gonna come back around. It ain't nothing. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Everybody subscribe to everybody's channel here. Thanks for making it successful. And again, we will see y'all later. Come on, man. Be kind to everybody. Always remember we do this for you guys, and we just want y'all to have a good time. So until next week, peace. Have a good time. Be safe this weekend from all of us to you guys. We love y'all. Till next week, we are out.